Pokemon. Pocket monster. The spiral. And it stands for what? Male fertility. It's supposed to be able to mesmerize and hypnotize its enemies. This character over here is called Mewtwo. Every time that you see Mewtwo, he's in this pose. 3 fingers. It means hail Satan. Cute little one. Everybody go, oh, come on. His tail. It's a lightning bolt. And it's a satanic Z. The Pokemon trading card game is a new collectible card game that is made and distributed by Wizards of the Coast. What is a wizard? Male practitioner of black magic. Cute little Pokemon. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Oh, I know, he's cute, isn't he? Little satanic tail. Let the camera get a view of that. These pocket monsters are creatures that inhabit the world with humans. Gotta catch them all. You don't need mom. You don't need dad. You don't need grandparents. You don't need aunts and uncles. You don't need school. And you probably don't even need a church. Because you're a master. This rap song that's played over again. And it says, I will travel across the land searching far and wide each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. And then it's enchanted to them. Gotta catch them all. Here's the next character. This is Misty. Look at this. If this was actually clear, you'd see that that's a halter top. It stops right there.
Mother, there is no other like mother, so treat her right. Mother, I always love her. My mother, so treat her right, treat her right.
Are you guys ready? Go. Chicken, eagle, snake. Chicken, eagle, snake. Chicken, eagle, snake. Chicken, eagle, snake.
この惑星の子供たちと呼ばれる存在には
おはようございます。
超重要でありんだよ。そう。
全身でぶつかっていかなくてはならない。
もしよかったら付き合って。
声が小さい。
ただ
教師としてあるまじきそういう
分かって
この惑星の教育は加減が難しい。
でも君はいい教師になる。
缶コーヒーのボスレインボーマウンテン。
こんにちは。ボンバットファミリーと私たちのライブ放送へようこそ。私たちはあなたの視聴とリスニングの喜びのための素晴らしいショーを持っています。今あなたのホストスコッティ・ジェイロとジェリー・ケーブルにステイ・ボンバードを楽しんで覚えておいてください。
Welcome to the Bombad Cast.
I don't know about you, especially you, Conrath 3117. I am super happy to be here tonight. I can't believe it. Star Wars Celebration Japan is coming soon. We've had a lot of chance to reflect, on what's to come with the future of Star Wars, but we're gonna really look back at the celebration that once was. My name is Scotty Jarrow. Super glad to be back here with Conrath 3117. That being said, it's going to be a fantastic night. Very excited to be here. We're going to do a lot of reflecting, a lot of memory lane, walking down memory lane. We've got some people already lined up in the back of the studio waiting to hang out, but I wouldn't be able to do this without the person I met at Star Wars Celebration 19. Oh my gosh. My favorite fun, the one and only Jerry the Canon Junkie Cable. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Scott? Listen, it's great to be here. You and me, we met at Star Wars Celebration Chicago 2019. I met someone who was backstage right now. I met at that con as well.
Yes.
I did. And listen here, I'm coming in here. I'm down to earth because I'm drinking out of a mason jar. Oh, yes. Good down home country cooking. Here we go. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to get real and get down to brass tacks about what we love, about going to these wacky conventions. I've only ever been to 2. I've only ever been to 2. And so,
this will be my fourth one in April. So I've only been to 3 now. And I
am DTE. You got
DTE.
It.
That's right. And the best thing about Star Wars Celebration, I got my shirt on. I don't know what shirt you got on, Jerry, but I got my
Joe Organa! Jordana!
That was pretty much a Star Wars Celebration within itself. Claire.
Pretty much.
Claire
That was we had Celebration Chicago Part 2.
Part 2, that's right. 2024.
Yeah.
But okay, so obviously we've got some people in the back waiting to hang out. For those that don't know, this week, obviously, we're looking at Star Wars Celebration. You saw it in the title. We're going to be looking back at our memories, our experiences. We have a ton of photos to go through. Just look at this thumb, okay? Everyone take a second, gander at the thumb. What I love about this thumb is it tells so many stories about friendship. Okay, so all the way to the left, that's my first celebration. That was 2019. And that's me. 2017. I'm sorry. Me and Katie with R2D2. I met Pablo. I met Mark Hamill. That's where I met the Damons. And then it starts to blend into 2019 in the middle. So you can see where it blends. You see Jerry and I meeting in 2019. Right. Me and Ken. And then somewhere in the middle, really, you see more of a blending of that's me, Eric, and Jerry at the Clone Wars panel.
A blending of families.
Yes. You see Bill and Jerry from 2022. And you've got Michael and Jerry, me and Alden, me and Trey, me and Roach. I sent Roach the link. You see Andy and Josh kissing me. You see me, Eric, John, and Wes all hanging out. This is just
I forgot to send this pic, but I've got a pic with a bunch of other people, but also Bayou Bill is there. Me and Bayou Bill also met at Star Wars Celebration. Yes, we were hanging out at the Resistance hangouts and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. So
just looking back at this is so exciting. And I know we've got someone in the back waiting patiently, our friend Alden Diaz. We're going to bring him on in just a moment because he was there for 2023 and we were at my wedding in 2023. But to hype up, obviously, this next celebration, when to do some stuff like this leading up to it. As you know, I have the privilege of having a panel there April 18th at 3 p.m. Japanese Standard Time at the University Stage. I've already got a lot of good feedback on people that want to go and see it and attend and be involved. And not just obviously me. What's going on, Colin? I got Colin in the chat. Can I send you send me the Boss Nass art, please, Jelly Known. I don't want to see what you got. Jerry would lose it if he saw me. I would, Eric Elliott. But you pirate your Star Wars somehow. And I don't know if you want to come to a Star Wars celebration. Kathleen Kennedy might
they might actually be ready for you. Yeah. As soon as you walk in the door. Yeah.
They might. Yeah. But no, all that being said, we're going to bring our friend Alden Diaz in real quick. We're going to kind of reminisce and we're going to all share our memories this evening. We've got I've got about 500 photos that are all locked and loaded that are stream appropriate, by the way. They're all stream appropriate. And so does Jerry. He's got a ton of stream appropriate things.
Yeah.
So that being said, let's bring in our wonderful friend Alden Diaz. Alden. Yes.
Oh yeah. That clip makes me so happy. So happy every time. You know it does. You know I'm a grump and that I need I need some musicality.
Alden needs that little pick me up. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
That's really true. Hello, boys.
Hey Alden, what's going on, baby?
Joining you guys on air is always weird for me because it's like I have 24/7 access to both of you. Literally in any medium that I want. The written word, email, I can call you. I can do whatever I want.
Hologram. Straight up. Yeah. Alden knows our addresses and stuff. Yeah. That's friendship right there.
I physically have touched both of you, which is part of
you'll see in these pictures.
Physical and like you said, this celebration is directly tied to our friend group. and beyond just us, like the whole extended family of our social circle, but specifically like the three of us right now on screen, all because of Chicago in 2019. You two know each other, and we know each other, and Scotty and I didn't meet that day, but quickly met on Twitter after.
It was crazy.
Legendary. Yeah,
I'm gonna pull a picture of y'all two up real quick just so we can see. This is 2019. We each had custom masks on. I guess we were the only people that really thought of that. I didn't see that many.
Well, 2022.
I'm sorry, 2022. Yeah,
I was gonna say 2022. Yeah, 2020.
I was masking at 19 because I was part of the team that created the virus.
That's you,
right? Yeah. He was in
part of the Democrat plot.
Yeah. He was in that lab, that secret lab. Yeah, absolutely.
This was the first time I'd seen Jerry since Chicago, and 2020. Right off the bat, I'll say about 2022. It was special because it had been denied to us in 20.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was like we were supposed to have. So when the world was shutting down, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a small incident, and it caused everything to shut down. And then there was a lot of like denial in a coming from a good place. Like there was denial coming from a bad place, obviously, and there still is. There's like legitimate morons that are like spreading in bad faith. But even those of us that knew it was serious were like, they can have this done in 5 to 6 months, right? Like,
my God,
we're not gonna have to cancel, right? And then when it was becoming clear that the cancellation was inevitable, we were like, oh well, 2021's not that far away. And then they were like, no, it's gonna be 22. Jesus. And I was like, oh, and so it
all of your lives will have irreparably changed by the time we have. Yeah.
Exactly. And it was a feeling of reunion, not just for Star Wars Celebration, but like for us. And for having missed each other, and for our bonds having gotten so much deeper in the online lockdown.
Yep.
Right.
It's crazy because we were already in a group chat all together, and we had been leading up to this. Like, you had joined the group chat like January or maybe even December or something around that time. And like,
when did Chrysanthemum appear in Book of Boba Fett?
January.
Because so then it was shortly after that, because some hack from a racket website that got blasted in the trades today for exploitative practices decided that they were going to try to just destroy my reputation for a Wookiee joke, and that's what made us talk every day.
That was it. And then in March I got canceled by a crazy person, or they tried to cancel me, so
which they should have known was impossible.
Impossible.
And here you stand.
Here I stand, alive, living. And remember all the drama that led up to that? We were really worried that someone would show up and try to beat our asses. That was a legitimate concern we all had.
Yeah,
legitimately.
We're getting into the weeds right here, but this was the Pink Milk meetup.
Yes,
on the first evening of Anaheim, which was
the best party of the entire time. Honestly,
genuinely, I've ever been to. If we're gonna be real,
look at that. Look at Carson on the side.
Carson's gone.
Trey Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Trey died.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen Trey since 2022. Actually,
Katie and Bill. Oh no, this is the peak right here.
This is the mishap.
Okay, we gotta explain to people watching. So this whole stream is based on us telling stories and sharing thoughts and things that we experienced. This is one of the best ones. We were all at the Pink Milk party. We're all actually trying to leave.
It's late. It's like
late.
Like
it's
very
late.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's super late. I think you can actually see this. Let me click on the eye right here. I think it'll tell me. Oh no, that's my Facebook post. So my Facebook trend.
Oh
no, that data is not right. That data is not right. I'll have to look. Hold on. But the data dictates. I know it was super late. Let's see. Oh, look, there's our next guest that's gonna come on, Andy Lemire. but like that night was so special because the people that decided to come this night were such a good mixed group of people, and it's one of those ones where you never know it's gonna go. Yes, look, here we go. 2:02 a.m.
2:02. Okay, so maybe we probably left the bar at like 1:30.
Yeah, they kicked us out. Yeah, they played closing time. They pushed us out the door. Yeah, blurred
and I had been saying to people, because when you're wasted and you want something to happen, you need to basically start doing a small campaign. You have to start spreading it around. So I kept telling people, hey, breakfast sounds good. Breakfast. Like I was just putting it out there to see if people would agree with me. And eventually the idea came that we should all go to IHOP because, as we knew, specifically we, not you guys, as we knew, there was an IHOP right there by the convention center. And somehow this table of geniuses.
It was me. I can tell you it was me.
It was Daddy. It was Daddy.
Went to the wrong IHOP and it was amazing. God, it was beautiful. It was perfect though.
So there were 2 IHOP breakfasts happening at the same time.
And we were dying. And like it was keep going, Jay. I'm sorry. This is gets me so excited.
I was gonna say we were destroying both IHOPs like at the same time. Like
I love that picture, by the way.
That picture is insane.
I love this picture.
It's kind of Renaissance-esque. You know what I mean?
Look at the composition.
Very, yeah. There's a lot going on. I love it. There's a lot, and it's a lot good stuff. There's somebody holding the pool cue in the background, which is great.
It's Bill. Look at this is when I marked out Preston's face and I made a post about it. I was trying to get under Preston's skin, and this is the only photo I have saved. It is Preston's face.
These are genius.
Oh man, I sent a picture. I don't know if we can find this picture, but there is a picture from the audience of Alex and Molly and a couple other people up on stage on the live show stage. They're talking about the Rise of Skywalker trailer. Yeah, and if you can find that picture right there, these are small.
I don't know why yours came out really small.
That's because I'm an old man. So this right here, if you get your jeweler's magnifying glasses out, kids, that is the moment I believe that I met Alden Diaz on the floor.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I don't want to rain on your parade, but I know it's not. And I can tell you.
When is it?
I can tell you it was the same location because it was the live show stage when they were unveiling Mandalorian.
Really?
And they streamed the panel to the live show stage. They didn't stream the scene, but I remember us watching them being like, we used the motion control that John Knoll pioneered for the Razor Crest, and they were showing that off for the first time.
Okay,
because I know the reason I know this is because I know I didn't see Alex and Molly up on stage. That's how I know.
So look,
it's because I know I missed.
This is my photo from that same event because we had just watched the Tross trailer. So Jerry, you're getting your stories crossed, man. Your dementia's kicking in again.
Yeah, we met on Sunday. This is Friday then.
Yes, this is Friday because I went to the Mandalorian panel and look, I mean that to me was the best panel of the entire thing.
Out with that guy I didn't know, Alden Diaz. I don't even know if I.
And we truly organically true organic small talk. It was literally we're either gonna stand next to each other and not acknowledge each other, or we gotta say something.
Yeah, no, the vibe was immediately there for sure.
Indeed.
This panel was great. So I didn't know they live streamed this one. I did not realize
everything but the exclusive footage. Yeah.
Okay, because I remember this vividly because we watched the whole scene between Grief Karga and the Mandalorian, and then his walk all the way to in the first episode, his walk all the way to meet the Warner Herzog, the client. Yeah. So you watch that whole scene, you watch the client scene play out, and you heard it's a 50-year-old bounty. And I'm all thinking it's Boba Fett. Like, oh my God, this is how Boba Fett's gonna get tied into this story. Like, I didn't think about the time at all. But I witnessed the Disney Secret Service come in, and it was this guy right here. I'll never forget it. This guy had his phone out filming the footage, and literally a Secret Service man walked up, ripped the phone out of his hand, and held it in front of his face. Says, "You need to delete this video right now, or you will have to be escorted out." And
Isn't it the Disney Secret Service that killed JFK?
Yes, it was.
I think
it was no joke. And I was like, this is crazy. Like literally ripped the phone out of his hand, held it in front of his face. You need to delete this video right now, or we're gonna confiscate the phone and take you out. And he's
Chicago,
like, okay.
Chicago, they were on top of shit. Chicago, honestly, while we're on it. Yeah, I think a lot of us agree in terms of venue, organization, and feel. It's been the best of the.
It is the best.
One. That building is perfect because it's levels.
Yeah,
it's floors. The concourse is really seamless. London was a great experience, but that building sucks. It's just like
it does. Okay, the London one.
It's just built. It's built long. It's meant for multiple little car shows or whatever on the sides, and so it's everybody is basically stuck in a traffic jam whenever you're trying to go to a different area.
God,
because
look
it's
at
just,
this.
a lane and a lane, and it's really
'Cause-
difficult.
But there's a good point you just made up. The levels were great because there was a food court in this top area. There was a really awesome. I have to bring her in. Alden, you're going to share the screen with someone. I'm sorry, everyone else waiting in the back. Sean, Andy, you'll have your time in the sun, but this is absolutely crucial that I show this next person. This is a first-time appearance.
Has to be done
After 6 years. Here we go, and you can show
No
the screen with
way.
her, Alden. Yep. Unbelievable.
She's behind your face too.
No way.
This is insane.
Hey, everybody.
I'm so
Hi,
honored
sweetheart.
right now.
This
Hey,
is
everybody.
crazy. Well, okay, Katie, I'm gonna show photos
up,
from
baby?
you. So
I just got off the ice playing hockey.
she was playing hockey.
Oh, you're so cool.
I know.
look
I
at her.
try.
You like the
Look
moms
at
on
him.
Bluey? That's awesome. Okay.
The mom's on Bluey.
You just say she's like a lesbian dog.
Lesbians.
Yeah.
He's a lesbian dog.
Yeah.
So
right.
I don't know. What do I talk about, Scott?
I'm just showing them photos from 17, and like this is a famous video.
So when you realized that you were never going to escape this Star Wars stuff and that this was going to be your life, like what was your? Let's start there.
The dread, the anxiety. I find some joy in some moments, though. Really into Ewoks, which I think kind of led to my attachment to Jerry, of course.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Jerry was adopted by me.
Jerry and his people, the Ewoks.
No,
Katie is the one who pulled me out of the crowd. Katie is the one who made Scotty like pull me out.
This is
and
very
take me
real.
with them.
Look at
Katie adopted. There we are. Me and Katie right there.
I asked those little Ewoks. I said, "Are you grown-ups or children?" And they both just giggled. And I was like, "Oh, really tiny adults."
Hold on. There's another one with her
with
with an Ewok, but like that's the thing too. Like Katie kind of had no choice because, long story short, for 2017. Well, I guess you did, but 2017, I was given the opportunity to go because I came into some money after the flood happened in Louisiana. I had some money that was gifted to me and some insurance money too. And we were able.
Don't say you use insurance money for.
Who gives a
Is
shit?
this being recorded?
It's been yes, it's 7.
It's live, so
it's been forever.
Yeah,
it's
out
been.
there
He's
now.
already given your
8
address
years.
out at least 10 times. Yeah.
Fabulous.
But like she embraced it like full. Like I'll show you. Go back to 2017. Like she truly embraced it, and like to only be dating now at this point. Get this. We had started dating in June of 2015. So this is April
like a year and a half then?
This is April of 2017. So just about a year and 3 quarters, which is crazy. And to like this is our first big trip solo together. Do you ever think about that, Katie? This is it. And like, yeah, this is a pretty cool picture.
I have a
That's the
question for
original land
Katie.
address.
Yes.
So obviously 17 and 19 are different than what I'm about to pose to you because your husband, I don't know, a little peek behind the curtain, everybody. Your husband was not as much of a known commodity as he is now. Especially so in 2022, what is your experience like when you like as a spouse when you see like, oh, people like unironically really love him? Like, is there pride in that?
There's a lot of pride and a lot of joy. I did have one. Scott, am I allowed to talk about the?
Yes.
I think I already know what this
Daniel
is.
Daniel might be watching. Yes.
I was approached by a sweet fellow, and he said, "Oh, I'm wearing my Bombad t-shirt," and he was like, "Oh, are you a fan of the Bombad cast?" And I said, "No, not really." Didn't stop him. He's so sweet. That's the hard answer because like that's awkward because where do you go in conversation with that? And thank God he bounced back. He was like, "Well, do you know Scott?" And I was like, "I know him biblically." He was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, we're married. Sorry." So
the legend.
Yeah,
There
no.
he
That's
is.
us.
There he is. There's our boy.
So he's a trooper because I gave him some. I think you're on day 3 or whatever, and I'm just shot. I've eaten nothing but pizza and Mountain Dew for 4 days. My eyes starting to twitch. I've got scurvy. I
Yeah,
haven't
the
had
kidney
vitamin
stones
C.
are forming.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite pictures. This shows up on my Amazon and my Google at home, and it makes me so happy.
This was the exact moment when somebody that I really don't like and who really doesn't like me was,
And they're going to be named on the screen. No.
was about 30 feet in front of us at the elevator. and waved at me sarcastically. And so that is a sip of an Alden who is avoiding a situation. I was just like, let me just.
Alden is drowning his words right there.
Look, we all got drunk. I love that picture.
That's a great picture.
I was squeezing it. One of his eyes is a little bigger because I'm squeezing him really hard.
Yeah, I'm just popping out of the socket. It's great.
Yeah, look at him.
It felt
great.
Yeah, no, we'll bring Josh.
My eyes are shaped.
Maybe
Actually,
Josh. Look, there's another really good one. I love this picture of Katie and Jared. It's like one of my favorite pictures.
Oh, that's so cool.
Actually, really sweet.
That's a really good picture of us. Actually, look at that.
That's when Katie. Do y'all remember
every picture someone takes with Katie is a good picture, though? I was gonna
Thank
say.
you.
You're welcome.
Katie has good profile, and sometimes the profile hits hard. Sometimes.
So hold on, wait. I don't know if y'all remember the reason we had music this night at the bar after like the party was starting to shut down was because Katie bought all those touch tunes. Do y'all remember that at all?
Oh yeah.
So that was the first. That was the first of two instances of Katie randomly buying stuff because she bought all the pizza, right?
Oh yes, she did. She spent like $80
the next night. Yeah. Katie was like, I just ordered a bunch of Dominoes, and I was so happy.
It was beautiful. Such a good night. Yeah, this is great. But before Kenobi, like the one thing I remember Katie bragging about. So like, you go on these trips as a couple and like every person in her family or my family was like, did you have fun, Katie? And she
did you dress up?
So the one thing that everyone always asked her that always like that made me have pride was was anything cool happened? She goes, yeah, I went to a premiere for a show. And I'm like, that's fucking cool.
It's pretty.
I don't care what anyone said. That is really
and
so
we met
cool.
Doug Chang. That's one of
my
other
I gotta find that picture. Hold on, then I'll get Katie off the screen.
I am not typically starstruck. I've met a few famous people, country singers, whoever, but like I was genuinely starstruck to meet Doug Chang.
Yeah.
I go to school with Omarosa. I got invited to her graduation party. I'm not even kidding. Should I go to her graduation party?
Sure. Oh, yeah. What's this? Yes, not even a question. That's just a yes. Yeah.
Just
see what goes on. You know.
It's so good.
I'm trying to find this one photo of us with Doug Chang. Hold on, I'm sharing this picture.
That's not Doug Chang.
No, that's Scotty Gibson. Let's see. I gotta find my old photo album.
That's our
also,
postage
everyone
stamp.
knows I've lost like 50 pounds since then.
That's true.
Yes,
she's lost a lot of weight. But no, Katie, the fact that you came and hung and you did all this is just, I don't know. It's a testament to you as a partner.
I gave Scott my tickets to meet who?
Oh, Mark Hamill, because she actually won the golden tickets.
I got the tickets to meet Mark Hamill.
Ooh,
oh wow! So you won those?
No, she just reached into her seat, and that was how she got them. It was one of those weird.
Sandra had made us move seats like 3 times because we were sitting by people. The first set of people we sat by, this lady was literally picking her nose and wiping it on her jeans. Real obnoxious.
Hell
and I was like,
beautiful.
I have to move. I'm gonna throw up.
Disney adults, man. Disney
and then
adults.
the second time, the next time we moved, the person had such overwhelming BO that I was like, got to move. I can't do this. So our third spot is actually where we landed.
That's amazing. Look at this guy.
That's incredible.
Wait, I'm about to scream.
He really is one of those. He's just one of the sweetest human beings too.
He seems like he is. Yeah.
Well, because the big thing was like, then she told her mom, like, oh my God, I just met the vice president of Lucasfilm. Because I mean, I think at the time, wasn't he the vice president? I'm pretty sure he was.
Noel, and Dave were all EVPs at the time.
Crazy. Yeah, no, that's a great memory. Katie, anything else you want to share? Katie loves some of the cosplays. Like, this is her and Megan.
That's my absolute favorite.
Freaking creepy. I love it.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I love her nose.
But she really did embrace it, which is it's hard to find a partner. Some people are like, no, go do your nerd shit by yourself. But like to have someone that was so willing to be like, yeah, and then Cherry, that was sad. Jesus Christ.
Brutal.
But like there's one photo that Katie took. Look, there's one that Katie took. I love this one. It's she ran up to the stage the second the Mando season 3 panel ended and got these photos of Rosario and Pedro Pascal. It's crazy.
Oh, nice. That's incredible.
Close? It's nuts.
You know how many people would be jealous to be that close to Pedro?
I could have touched him, but I thought that was weird.
That would have been weird. Yes. Yeah.
Man,
So
I love the exhibits.
use your better judgment.
God, the exhibits. Anything else you want to say, Katie, before we boot you and bring Ken Knapsack in?
Oh, I think bring in the Ken.
Bring in Ken, baby.
Bring in the Ken.
Ken Knapsack.
Also, if
Bring
anybody
in the
wants to dress up,
Ken.
hold on. Last thing. If anybody wants to dress up like the rest of Kiss at the next celebration that I'm at, I will be offering free face painting.
I'll do it.
Shit.
Should I actually do one? Should I actually do one finally? Like shave.
Jerry should be Peter. I'll be Ace.
Be Peter Chris.
And then we gotta. I don't know who we're assigning Gene to. That's gonna be a rigorous audition process.
Yeah.
Look at this Katie's pizza that she ordered. Look how clutch this was. She got like 5 mediums.
No,
That's
I was extremely happy about the surprise pizza. That's the weight of my heart.
All right,
that's
fellas.
when Roach showed up. All right, love you, sweetie.
Bye,
Love
Katie.
y'all.
Bye, Katie.
Love you, Katie.
Hit that red
Love
X.
you.
Yeah, just hit the X. Bye, love. Thank
the
you so
X.
much.
Bye. Just close the
First
phone.
appearance. How insane. Okay, we're
That's
bringing Ken
insane.
in real quick.
Bombad history. Bombad history today.
Truly. All right. Y'all have a show tomorrow, don't you? You and Mr. Knapsack.
Yeah, and he just got off a show. Where he is right now, where he's sitting, is essentially where he spends most of his time.
All right, let's bring him in.
Ken hasn't left that spot for at least 2 days, I don't think. So.
Oh my God.
Hey. Wow.
So we're sitting there. We're sitting there on the patio having some drinks with some important people. And in walks this fuck dressed up as some Kiss character. And he starts doing this Kiss routine. And I look at Scripshaw and he looks at me and we say, let's fucking kill him. We're going to take him back to our hotel room, chop him up, leave the pieces in the parking lot. There's 3 trash cans. We can split them up. It was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
We're going to watch that video right now, you dirty bastard. I have the
We
video
got it.
right here.
You didn't know you were setting up a clip. You were setting up a clip.
So let's get some context. This was
There is no context. What context could you possibly provide for what happened?
This is Scotty's neighbor. Scotty's next door neighbor is Paul Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
And Ken had the privilege of meeting
often
him.
opens up Scotty's back door and yells.
If you want to enjoy 2 completely different experiences in this moment, you can look at Scrimshaw or you can look at Mark Ellis.
Oh, Mark was okay. Yeah, just play the clip. Just play the clip.
All right, here we go.
Roll
This is
it. Roll it.
Paul, come back. Paul, we gotta go somewhere. Paul.
How we doing? Everybody to the left, let me hear you. Hey, everybody to the left, let me hear you.
Brian Ward doesn't know what to do with you.
I can go all night. That's what we doing. That's how we do.
And wasn't this to go to the Mosh Isley?
Yes.
Look at Joseph. Poor Joseph. He's just like
and then Mark encouraging it.
Jed Miro's there. Jed Miro's there.
Ken is so confused.
How do I? Okay. I'll see you at the
Andres.
Okay.
I forgot Andres was there.
Wow. How's everybody doing?
Excuse me, Paul.
Good?
This is a long clip.
Oh,
Yeah.
So then we got an Uber.
Then we got.
That's great.
It's Joseph. Wait, it's just he's kind of like because he's Joseph knows comedy, but like it's just the shock of this. There's a beautiful shock in his eyes.
Yeah. Oh, I was shocked.
Alex.
It was shock. It was shock indeed.
Look at
It's just shocking. It is some.
Joseph looks like he's having a fever dream.
I do enjoy. Oh, we got a Steph Sabra sighting there over my shoulder. We got a Jim Muro.
Oh yeah.
I think Rylea was there too. Right there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Unfucking believable. Look at this.
I
Just
had my purple jacket on. It's good.
Dude, purple jacket Ken is underrated. You don't bust it out quite often.
Yeah, I don't fit into it as much anymore.
Joseph, man. Someone I respect so much, I go in there and make a complete ass of myself. Just pure asshole.
Funny. That's
unbelievable, man.
That's funny.
Oh,
This
I
is
love it.
Jared, the Dark Jedi is right. This is found footage from a horror flick, indeed.
You know
There's
what?
some from up before we left the room as well. We probably can't show.
No, please don't. Please don't.
That one we
No,
can't.
we won't. We won't.
Yeah.
But yeah, Scotty was getting the entire parking lot going. Everybody on the left, everybody on the right.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Paul. Paul was.
Well, what are we looking at here?
I know this is Ken's journey. We showed all of ours. We got
So this is my first Star Wars celebration. It's Anaheim 2015. That's Maud, Garrett, and I. Of course,
Maud?
It's Maud. At the time, we had finished Jedi Alliance together, but we had fun. We kind of reunited on the floor there, and I had a cute little backpack on. I have that now. I take that with on some flights to me. I had my 9 Num shirt. I had a hat, an Imperial hat. I was representing fascism at the time. It was fun. That's my memory of that first one, was just the pure joy of just experiencing. I'd been at conventions, but nothing like Star Wars Celebration.
And this is 15.
Right? Yeah, 2015. And by the way, you got to get the right size New Era hat. I'm a 39, a New Era 39. That was, I accidentally had bought a New Era 59, too boxy.
Holy shit.
But yeah, to me, I'd been around cosplay before, but it's just specific stuff like this. Malakili, the Rancor Keeper, and you get to cry with him. That's the initial joys of Star Wars Celebration for me.
Beautiful.
Incredible.
So
that hat does make you look like you're about to hop on a combine. No offense.
Jerry, I realized with these photos, I was like, something's wrong with the hat. Something's wrong with the hat. I've played baseball. This does not look right.
Right. That's going off for first base at all. Yeah.
I could have bored you with a lot of 2015. 2015 was such a good celebration because I was working in the media at the time, but it was still at a different level than we get to in a couple of years, and so I was still kind of left to my own devices, and just the joy of Star Wars Celebration. So go back to the first shot there.
Okay.
That is excuse me. Sorry, the Alex and Molly one.
Okay.
That is like the first ever photo I took with those two cats.
Oh, wow.
I met them in 2017 at Orlando. I got them into the Schmodown trivia event. We had been DMing. I slid into Alex's DMs. And I was such a fan. I was just a big fan of his work and Molly's work. And so I was awed by them. And it was a beautiful moment. I look back, look at those kids. Look at those kids.
Real. It's beautiful. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Alex does look like a teenager, says Laserbolt. I met Laserbolt in Chicago. Talked about his hair and mustache. And so that is, I won the first Star Wars trivia belt, the Schmodown event there, that big event, against 4 other people. And everyone thought Whit was going to win. I thought Whit was going to win, but he bowed out early. And then I ended up, that was my final answer that won. It was James Arnold Taylor. So that is my winning answer there. And then are we just going through the map? What are we doing here? Am I rolling a clip?
No, whatever, yeah. Kid. I just wanted to bring in your memories because you were the one that went to 15, and honestly, I was watching it sick in bed from an upper respiratory infection. So like,
so sorry,
I have
Scotty.
no, it's
I'm so
okay.
sorry.
You can pray for me now. But like, I didn't even know you at this point. It was in 17 that I became aware of like that whole entire, I guess, group of people covering stuff.
Yeah, because I was doing that picture of me on the floor. That's me working. Yeah. So we were out filming, and that was, God damn it, I wore blue jeans. Never wear blue jeans. Every guy out there, ditch your blue jeans. Wear black jeans. Be a goth.
100% endorse that statement.
Yeah.
I can't.
I don't own blue jeans anymore. But yeah, it was fun. And so some folks took those shots there, and I just warm memories. It was a weird con. Some backstage Collider stuff was going on, but it was fun to get out there on the floor and just have like that guy in the back just stare at you, like who the bleep is that guy?
But it's cool because it's like, and I know Ken, we've talked about this before, on and off air, how like the community solidifies, and like, but while you were finishing up blathering and I came on, I was talking about how Anaheim 2022 had the feeling of like we'd been deprived of our church for so long. And that's what this is to me. Celebration, like my overall point while I'm on here that I want to make is that Celebration is as close as I feel to church, genuinely. And it's very like purifying. It's very like, it's like a detox, but like cool. And the music is good.
As someone who used to go to church, as someone who used to preach in a church, going to 2019 and I felt the same exact feeling that I felt when I was in that building, back in the day. It was it changed me. It changed.
Speaking of, let me find a picture of Jerry and Ken from 2019. Then I got one of Alden and Ken.
Oh,
from
yeah.
2019.
It's probably gonna be the size of a postage stamp, but here we go.
No, it's okay. Hold on.
Yeah, and that was 2019. The photos you got up there now. This was the. I didn't send it to you. I saved a photo of the Collider crew that got stranded in Chicago with the snowstorm.
Yeah.
And so that was part of it. And the next day we went back to the floor, and it ended up being one of my favorite days on the floor. Today I got
around.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I remember this photo.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Go back for a second, Scotty.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Jerry right there with Mads with the purple hair.
Yeah.
Remember Mads?
Yeah. No, this was like towards this is the end of the night.
Yes.
This is the end of a night on the floor. And I recognized her. And I was like, can we please take a photo? Because I love your segments.
She used
on
to
Star
do
Wars
Mads
show.
props. She worked in the Lucasfilm archive.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Right.
Yes. I forgot about that.
Andy and Anthony would do segments with her, and she was like this expert who was like super. It's a shame we don't have money to pay her so we could do bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's I know she rocked. She was awesome.
I'm trying to get this photo you sent, Alden. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, Ken, I know you and I have like feelings just about the way that like the business has changed and all this stuff, but like why does it what's been consistent about it? Like what do you feel every time you go?
Laserbolt in chat just said it. I was awestruck at the positivity at Celebration 2019, and that is it for especially like Anaheim 2022. There's a lot been going on in the world, delayed by COVID. And there was a lot of animus between podcasters and this and that. And then there's the whole bunch that works out there to make Star Wars a horrible fandom to be a part of. But all that really, truly does melt away. And there's something powerful about being in person. 2015, I was a little more isolated. But 2017, I had the work crew around and everything. And it was nice to meet people who like what we do. But 2019 was the first time that I felt that the joy had really bubbled over to so many more people. That it was experience being felt by all. And it's not a surprise that a lot of shows like yours, Scotty, Jerry, came together. Or that's the first time I met Alden. That's the first time I met some other folks as well. Was 2019 Laserbolt. But anyone, it just at Lauren Romo. First time I met her there, and she starts a show afterwards. There's just no surprise to me that happened, and that has carried on. And London. The con itself wasn't my favorite. I didn't love the setup. The panels were fun and cool. And yeah, it was cool for me being a Yank over in London for the first time. But it was the people, man. It was the people. I love this shot. Scotty sent me this one here.
Okay, I can. It was awesome because y'all were waiting outside the poster line. And I walked up to you and Mark Riley. And I was like, can I get a picture of y'all? And I'll never forget it because I was like, this is awesome. This is a guy I listened to Force Center for like 2 years and I didn't get to meet you in 17. And then like here you are here, and I'm like, this is great. Now you're a friend,
I think it was like
it's amazing.
The reality too that this sort of like I don't want to say exposed like it was bad, but like what it brought to light. I mean, this is another one. This is the moment I met Ken, Joseph, and Dorina all first time. Within 5 minutes of this photo, I met the three of them. I met Alex Backus and Steve Ellis. I met James Bainey. I met there was a ton of people that all know each other in this brewery. Just to sit and listen to this great show. You both did short sets.
Because I hadn't even been doing comedy then. I was it was
I mean, you did a joke about the Y Wing that I think about like weekly. Because
I don't remember it. Okay.
So relatable.
Yeah, you have to tell me what it is. Scotty, you sent me that photo. There's a lot of history to that photo, but I don't know how much I can go into. Should I go into it a little bit?
If you want to, I want to show one thing. This is something from a bygone era. You ready to see this? This is gonna blow y'all's minds. I'll never forget this. This is really weird to look at.
Oh yeah, no, you should probably pull that one off.
Wow.
That's not a good. That's
crazy.
Delete.
Yeah,
Get it out.
Delete.
That's
Exit
not
out.
a good one.
Go away. Delete. Tab. Kill. No, but man, yeah, it is like that was a great moment meeting you, and I know at the time, right? Like this was kind of the beginning of the end for the most part. Right? I mean,
yeah. So the story here is, I'll say this respectfully to everyone involved. We had been fighting that whole day. me and my old pal there, we're not getting along. We weren't the closest of pals, and we had this thing to do, and we had gotten into a little nippy fest over, and I love the guy, and it's no heat, but it's just like it was the end of the convention. We had some fun. He and I stuffed hot dogs in our face, and we had a good laugh over that. But we had come out of the Mando panel. That's what we were talking about. And I was already getting defensive about episode 9 versus Mando fans, and both hadn't come out yet. And so there's this thing with the Palpatine coming back, and there may have been some prior knowledge to that, and someone I felt was using that, to pump up predictions and stuff. And so important to me. We're longtime friends, but you captured this picture where you could see me on camera going, I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
and we had been fighting a little bit before that shoot, so it's amazing that you captured that.
But it's funny
to your
because
point, like it's like the 17, 19, and 22 all sort of like there's an arc, and 19, like you said, Ken, was the peak of it, where like in the same way that like meeting, I'm just gonna throw out Stern because he's the most known radio jock, but like meeting Stern in the 90s in New York would have, it would have been like, that's what it was, is that like you guys weren't celebs, you're people, but people also really give a shit about the broadcast ecosystem.
No, there isn't. I want to make sure I'm saying this with not ego, but like, because I could go to one of these now and maybe 5 people will stop me. 2017 and 2019, I'm not joking. When I couldn't go more than 5 feet on the floor. And it was fun. That was fun. And I hold on to those memories because for me, it was always about making those connections. It wasn't just a handshake and a photo and a move on. Though the people that thought I was Dave Filoni, I let them think I was Dave Filoni, and they have a photo thinking that they met Dave Filoni. But my point of that isn't like, hey, it was just we had been we were in the center of something that was special. And I don't know if we'll ever go back to that. And maybe we don't deserve it to go back to that. But that's the memories of these conventions. And there's that 2019 day. That's the day I got inducted into the 501st.
Wow! How insane! Yeah, look, there you
Chris.
are.
Yeah, that's my buddy Chris from the Belgium unit, and they're the ones that make the Falcon and all that stuff, and had made one of the speeders that was on display from Rise of Skywalker.
Wow.
And we weren't supposed to be there. You're so busy when you're working it, but we got snowed in, so we all went back that final day. That big group photo I have, that's us on the final day. And then we walked over there, and he was like, "Oh my God, I've been waiting to give this to you. Like, we want to induct you into the 501st." And so, right in the middle of the Falcon display, I think it was me and Mark Riley got the other one. We got inducted, and everyone stops and they do like a ceremony. And it was like, oh, we got to. It was really cool. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And other members from other garrisons were like, were we inducting them? And they all did their salutes and stuff. And then that's a picture of pure porn. That's me and Alex Damon sharing a deep dish pizza. Better than any sex I had that year. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, you are.
These are good. That's a deep dish pizza is what killed my gallbladder finally.
That was it.
Mine was killed on the night of. This sounds like a joke. On 9/11, my gallbladder was the first time it exploded.
No way.
100%. It was removed about 5 years later. But, yeah. Anyways, there's a London panel, a lot of fun. I got to start rolling here soon, but I just wanted to. I include. Oh, there's Maddie Gunner. I wanted to show
Maddie
Gunner hanging out with Joseph and I there, and then the picture before is just we stayed in that weird but lovely yacht, that permanently moored yacht that was a hotel.
That's right.
And a lot of my memories of London is that of just coming out of the Excel Center and having these wonderful views of the O2 Arena and just being in this wonderful country, meeting fine folks like Sean Room and hanging out with them in the lobby and watching Alden get drunk. A lot of fun. So those are memories. I am going to miss Japan. I'm really sad about that, but it's just the reality that I'm in right now. So you all get to go have all the fun, and I'm going to be really living through it all, okay?
Look, man.
We'll FaceTime you.
Holding court with you, there are 2 activities in the world everyone should experience: holding court in a bar with Ken Knapsack and figure shopping with Joseph Scrimshaw. And I've been lucky enough to do both of those things. And
that's the final day. Can I? Okay, very touching stuff, Alden. Go back to that photo here. I'm going to leave you with this. Okay, for all you. No, go to the one with us in the front of the wall here. I feel like the big post one. We did like that one. It's like a band on the run photo. Okay. I want to Jerry. Okay, look how much better I look in the black jeans. Okay? Look how much better I look in the black jeans.
That's fair. It's good. See, I own a few pairs of a gray jean with the right denim top.
That's good.
Is not bad. You get like some gray jeans with a dark denim top.
Yeah,
that's pretty fire.
Come on. See, look at that schlub.
I can wear it.
Look at that. Okay, go back to the blue jeans.
Day and night.
Blue jeans. 62-year-old owner of a failing plumbing business. Okay, go to the other shot. Go the other shot now. Record executive. Okay, swimming in cocaine.
That's a rock star. That's a rock star.
All right.
It's so true.
All right. I really do have to go. You guys are all the best. Have fun. Okay, friends.
Boys, thank you so much.
Peace out, guys.
Pal. See you tomorrow. I love that guy.
Alden,
I will say.
Did you want to highlight anything? Because we're going to bring a few other people on in just a little bit.
Yeah. I just wanted to, I want to say he's too humble and chill to own up to this. And I love Ken, one of my best friends. We talk almost every day. We do a show. But 2019, when we met, I had already, I was an amateur broadcaster. I wasn't an amateur. I was actually a professional at that point. I got my first legit gig in 2018, assistant producing. And then I had already known of Ken. And it's that line where it's like, I am extremely self-conscious about never wanting to appear like a needy fan and never wanting to, especially as I was trying to appear like we are both in this business. We are both you want I don't know how to explain that. Right. Like if I was meeting Pedro Pascal or Hayden Christensen or Rosario Dawson, whoever it was, it's like I would allow myself to fan there a little bit more. But it's like I had listened to this work that Ken and all of them were doing at the time, Joseph Scrimshaw, Darina Ariano, like all these people. And I had been internalizing it almost like industry peers. Right. But you can't just walk up to someone and say I also there's a very difficult line to walk about approaching someone. Someone can tell instinctively when you're approaching them to network, I don't want to be a networker.
Right.
And Ken immediately, and all three of them did, but Ken immediately put me not just at ease, but I knew we were speaking the same language. Then we coincidentally met again on Friday. Then we coincidentally met again on Saturday. And after that, I invited him on my Star Wars podcast, Octo Radio, and we had a great conversation about his book. And from then on, there was just this understanding without even needing to say we're friends now. It just was something just kind of clicks. And Ken is extremely good about that and extremely generous with his time, extremely gracious to everybody. In my mind, he is an exemplar of how to grow, how to adapt, how to treat people in the business and outside of it. And people stopping him to get his time, people and again, not alone in this. Alex and Molly have shown up late to the bar hangs because they're getting mobbed by people that you're a part of their day. How everybody that grew up in the 70s is always Johnny Carson. He tucked you in at night.
He tucked you tonight.
Yeah, he was a part of your home. It's not, it sounds stupid, but this is in a lot of ways the modern equivalent. There are people who work fucking 40 hours a week hating their life, and then on Saturday they spend 40 minutes with Alex and Molly.
Yep.
And you feel that energy throughout the entire convention center. Whoever your fave is, whoever you look up to, whatever it is, they become just people, and it becomes really interesting. I've heard somebody yapping Joseph's ear off in a bar, and Joseph intently yeah, no, I could totally see that. And everybody sort of becomes an equal. It's a really hard thing to walk, but I know for sure, without Star Wars Celebration, I don't think that, there would be an equalizing force that sort of let people know that. So it's really hard to articulate, but very interesting how it becomes this great sort of unifier. And I wish that it was more accessible to people and not as expensive and everything. And that's all real world stuff. But This is a great moment. Like
this is what I was gonna say. So
Yeah.
I wanted to tie in everything you just said
Sure,
into this
sure.
exact moment because okay, here we are. We're just waiting at the hotel. I don't even know what was.
This
I
is
don't
in
think
the
anything-
Marriott bar. Nothing's going
Yes.
on. This
Because
is like
it was Disney
Friday
night.
night.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Disney night.
So that's Thursday or Friday because Saturday's Mosh Isley. So
Yes.
this must be Friday night.
Friday night. And it was Disney.
We are both like, yeah, and we didn't go to Disney. Jerry did. A few of our other friends did. And we're there. And I think you noticed him first.
Instantly.
And we were both like, that's Richard Bluff from the Disney Gallery. He works at ILM because it's that level of fucking nerd that is there, right?
I freaked out. I remember
And
freaking
so
out.
we're both like, should we go talk to? I guess we can. And couldn't have been nicer. A total sweetheart. His wife,
right
a
up to
total
him.
sweetheart. And his wife had the great
This is it.
reaction of like, you guys know who he is? What the fuck?
Yes.
That's the way Mads reacted to me and stuff like that. Because I guess no one had like taken a lot of pictures of her too. Like whenever like I went to ask her for that one in 2019. So that's fantastic.
Well, his wife
that.
took this photo of us, and she had a beautiful British accent, I remember. And the crazy thing was, he had to excuse himself from our conversation because I was standing there talking, and he goes, "Give me 1 minute," and he literally turned and he goes, and I hear him, he's like, "No, they filmed that scene. They filmed that scene yesterday, so you got to make sure you get the plates for the other scene done by tomorrow night because it's gonna be."
That was
somewhere in the
crazy.
show." And
That
we're
was
like,
crazy.
he's literally producing Ahsoka right fucking there.
And
I'm like,
I
"This is
remember,
nuts."
I remember the Laserball. I will point out, both Scotty and I have dropped some weight since then.
Yes, we have, actually.
We are both a little bit more svelte than we were in that picture. But this was a depressing time, y'all. This was again right after lockdown.
COVID,
but it was that, and it was also getting to tell him about like I remember asking him like, what is it like for you to know that you guys brought back Luke and you did all this shit, and now and then they were doing it again, but we didn't. I don't know.
Yes,
But
No,
like,
no, it
did
already-
we know that at the time?
It already
aired.
happened. Book of Boba
It
Fett already
aired.
happened.
Yeah, that's what it was. So I remember asking him like, you guys brought back Luke, and then the world doesn't know that you're already working on the Book of Boba Fett, Luke, and you have to sit there knowing that you're going to improve things. And he was like, yeah, I would wake up in horror. He's like, I would wake up in horror, like just thinking about the fact that like you can't say like, guys, we're getting it, we're making it even better. Like you can't do anything. And I remember also telling him that when the director's list for season 2 came out, that we had known who was directing everything except the finale, and that there were George truthers out there like me and Tori, me and Tori Fox. We were, because Tori Fox and I were working together at the time, and she was doing Mandatory and Creed, and so we would talk a lot, and we were like, the finale is going to be George. Like we were like, it just like George is directing the finale. We just arbitrarily decided this, and Richard we had a great laugh about it, and he was awesome. It was great.
Yeah, it's great. Alden, thank you for coming on and doing this. But this is one of the few things, and I know Alden and I are going to see each other very soon in about a month.
That's true.
But like, it's going to be weird not to have the other core bit of our crew together for Japan. And
well, we've never had a full what My Chemical Romance once called a full Voltron when the entire group gets together. It's like that has never happened for us.
Nope, not for us.
Which is insane.
It will.
Yeah, one of these days. One of these days.
But I'll
get together at a lake house or something. You know.
Look at this. He's gonna be coming on in a little bit.
Literally the exact moment we met.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I was also last thing I want to say is too many of you fuckers are tall. That's the last thing I want to say.
Hey, yubbing up for life, bitch.
Jerry and I understand the struggle. Scotty is about what I'd expect Scotty to be height wise.
Yeah,
he's a very normal. We're all pretty normal, but like Trey Mitchell, Bill Sheehy, Michael McCoy, Nikki
giants
Kumar,
of our time.
All these motherfuckers are tall. Sean Room is normal height. That's true. Katie's normal height, but like it was so ridiculous. And then there were people who like, and I don't want to name these people, but like there were a couple, I would say, very attractive human beings that are very attractive online, who are very attractive, but because of like their posts, I was like, oh, she's probably like a 6 foot model and everything. And then she was super short. And again, I'm not gonna say who it is because she's married now and everything, and I don't want to be weird about it. But like, I was just like, why does anyone's height make sense? Why does no one's height make sense? I was struggling.
No,
I was struggling.
height is a weird concept. It is a weird thing about our reality. God. We live when you live in a cyberspace. It is just like it ruins your brain.
It does
Also,
a little bit.
like,
I agree.
I don't want to
ruins
like
it.
toot my own horn or more accurately jerk myself off, but like I think that I project tall energy online.
You do. Oh, yes, you do.
I think I project
can
like
tell you that.
I walk in and people know that I'm there. I don't. I walk in and people don't know I'm there.
You feel in your brain that you do, though.
Yeah, me and Alden are going, but like me and Alden are going under the legs, like when we walk into places, you know.
Yeah, like me and Jerry are those two Ewoks that thought they could bring the chicken walker down with a fucking rope that are getting dragged. That's us. All right, boys.
I think you're in this last video. You know? Let me see. I'm almost positive. I think you're in the car with us.
Am I? Oh, is this in an Uber?
Yes. Yeah, I think you're right behind Katie.
I think I am. I might be.
There is a video of you in the Uber. I know there is. I remember taking one. But regardless of all that, what a great night.
We have Uber videos.
Before they sold out, before Moshe Eisley sold out and became a corporate entity.
Before it became like, you know, the Disney
we were with Moshe Eisley
event.
when it was cool. Yeah.
Yes.
This was the Moshe Eisley when like you could go out into the alley next to the bar and you had like Matt Martin sitting there exhausted, just like this was uncalled for. I don't even want to get into drunk Charlie talk right now.
Hold on,
I gotta go before we get into this.
You gotta go. We can't bring it up.
I
there
went
he
up
is.
to this man. I went up to Matt Martin and said this. Scotty said hello, and I kept walking. That's the only thing. This man was like this. This guy's fucking crazy. Oh my god! All to make you again, bud.
I love you.
Had a great time.
Thank
with
you.
Love you too.
Hey,
Bye.
we're all short kings, Coop. We're all short kings. Hey.
We have someone that's waited patiently since like for real 8:15.
We told them they were going to be the second guest, and then we like brought Ken Knapsack. Ken Knapsack came in and steamrolled their time. Jesus Christ. Talk about and Alden going off about Ken being like gracious with his time. Oh yeah, he really is, isn't he? Yeah. Here we go.
I'll show you someone gracious. Let me get an image of this person who's gracious. Hold on, before we bring him in. One of our good friends. We don't collaborate enough. I'll admit it here live on air. Probably one of my
we were just talking about
world.
them. We were just talking about them right before this. How we need to get our collab going again.
Yes.
This year before the year is up. So
just the one and only man. The one and only. Andy frickin' Lemire.
This is your wake-up call. Time to reach, go for it all. Vulture stirs inside of me, and I know what I can be. Limit is the sky. Hey world, watch me fly. The best part of waking up is vultures in your.
My favorite person. Look at him.
Andy!
Andy's blurry.
What the heck is that?
What was what?
Hey, world, watch me fly. Welcome.
Hey,
welcome back, guys. Good to be here.
Oh, the video. Oh, we're so used to the stupid video that I didn't know what you were talking about. That's actually kind of messed up.
No, as you see, he's trying to figure it out. Like me, I am always trying to ponder like exactly what the premise of that commercial is. It's like Ghost Circus magicians is what I feel like it is.
What a great night. God, I want to go back to this night, man. Andy, how you doing, baby? You doing okay?
I am well. That night right there was pretty fun. It's not only the night, the weekend that we first got to be in the same room together, but Katie as well. That's where we kind of established, some handshakes and some hugs with your beautiful soon-to-be bride at that time.
Yes, at that time. That's right.
Time, yeah.
And we got, I think, almost the whole Beyond the Blast Doors crew together for a photograph on the main floor there.
Yeah, I need to find that picture.
There's one right there with a lot of us. So it's if you just squint enough, you can see some of us are back there.
Hold on, there is one of us that you have on your folder, Jerry, that I don't have on mine. Let me find it because it's one of us. Me, you, Andy, and Josh. And like for those that don't know, Andy, Josh, myself, and Jerry Pete, Arzu, we also had Shannon and Dave, David
Morin.
Amalotti, and that's it. We were all part of the Beyond the Blast Doors network for a very long time, and we worked together about almost damn near 2 years, a year and a half. And
it started COVID and got us through like about halfway
2020,
through COVID. Yeah.
Then 2021, we kind of wrapped up all of our joint efforts. And like the funny thing with all that is that like I had never met Andy in person at all until this very celebration, which is crazy. Look, here's one. Do y'all see this one?
Yeah,
we don't see Andy.
I got a couple pictures of that. I'll send it to you.
Please.
I wasn't.
That was a
thinking
great
about
time.
Photograph tonight, but yeah, that was pretty awesome. It is the one and only celebration that Josh and I have been to, and it surpassed every expectation that I had, and it was made. I mean, it would have been great just to go and not know anybody. But it was so much better bumping into people, seeking people out, and that you did know or that you wanted to meet. And I can tell you that for the 4 days that we were there, that Josh and I went with no kids, no family. We just went as two Star Wars dorks, and we hung out with you guys, other friends of ours, and I can tell you story after story, like hanging out with like 4 guys from the Belgian prop crew and having some beers.
Wow.
They were awesome. One night, Josh accidentally got high and I had to put him to bed early. And
accidentally? But the things that happen at Star Wars Celebration, honestly.
Yeah. And we laugh about that story continuously, but because after I put him to bed, I just went down to the bar and had beers with Dan Zare and Clayton Sandell for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And we just shot the shit, and it was so much fun. And just story after. And you were talking about like geeking out about meeting some obscure ILM guy or whatever. I felt the same way, like running into Matt Wood.
Yes.
You know Matt Wood, like. Matt Wood is a sound designer for Lucasfilm, and he is a voice actor for a lot of the animated stuff. And he was so interesting to me. And I talked with him for like, he was, speaking of generous with his time, I bumped into him at Disneyland and chatted with him for like 15 minutes while he was waiting for Sam Witwer and Dave Filoni. Like it was bizarre. It was bizarre. Story and story after that, I only went to 1, and like you're going to number 4, Scotty. Like I have
4.
Yeah,
I know I'm kind of going off here, but
no, go off, baby. That's why you're here.
What I want to know is like, to me, having Celebration in Orlando and Anaheim would be pretty hard to top. And I've talked to people who have been to Chicago, like you guys, and have been to London recently, and who are going to Japan, and have been, even going back to Denver, which was the first one. Like having, now that it is a Disney entity, having Disneyland or Disney World be part of it along with the Celebration would seem to me just like kicks it up a whole nother level. Now, I know that it's quaint and there are massive Star Wars fans all over the globe. And there's even like a lot of Star Wars history in the UK. So I get that. But what I want to know is it best in Anaheim and Orlando because of the Disney factor?
I would say personally, there's a convenience with it being that close.
Love that.
But like, in terms of the event itself, I mean, I think Anaheim, as much as 2019 changed my life, and I genuinely mean changed my entire life, 2022 was the solidification of like everything for me. It was like, okay, I found the right people to be with. The first one I had really no people. 27 I had no one. I had me and Katie, and I just knew Alex and Molly, and I was, just as Alden said, just as excited to meet Ken as I was for Alex and Molly. And like, you know, to be able to obviously see people that I had talked to over the internet in person, like y'all two. I mean, that was amazing. And then, you know, you came to my wedding a year later, and then I came and stayed with you and visited you just like 3 months after that. It's just, celebration is so much more than a convention. And Alden said it best. It is like church. You kind of go there and you just leave. You leave exhausted, but you leave with a sense of rejuvenation that you never could have had before.
Yeah.
That really did pave the way for us to hang out at your wedding, which was
absolutely
which was momentous for me on a couple of levels, because and you guys got to meet Emily that weekend, and that was a pretty big deal for me. And so like being able to like mix our online friendship with real life friendship, and getting to see Jerry officiate and Scotty and Katie get married and hang out with some of the people that I had met, you know, like Alden and Jared and Michael and Bill and all those guys at your wedding too. Like it wasn't like I was dropping by a stranger's wedding. It was like, it was familial. And because of Star Wars Celebration, that was the vibe. And so, it was pretty awesome. That was that's still a big highlight in my life, being at Celebration with you guys, and then also being at Scotty's wedding with you guys. And like, that was super. I'll never forget that. It was so much fun.
So the fact that you bring that, I got to bring in someone while you're here. Is that okay if I do that, Andy?
Yes, absolutely.
So someone else you got to hang out with when we were all, you know, there, of course.
I feel like we're like hosting like a version of This Is Your Life, like Star Wars Celebration Edition or something, you know?
Yeah. Well, for this next person, it's so weird. If Jerry and I would not have met in 2019, made Bombadcast, this person would not have found this core group of friends. Someone that stayed at my house now 2 times just to hang out, you know, for weekends.
Someone who I didn't know, like before I grew up and lived in Arkansas, probably not even 2 hours away from this person.
Arkansas?
Where had they been all my life? And here they are, like a permanent fixture, just that bond that we all kind of have, you know?
Yeah.
And there he is. There he is.
Let's bring
We're
in
talking
our
about
favorite
Mr.
boy.
McBoy. Oh, yes, of course.
What we doing? How we doing, Michael? We bringing you in?
Mate, who invited you here?
Yeah, man. Look at Mikey.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Mikey.
Hi, bud.
Michael.
Good to see y'all. Good to see you, Andy. It's been a minute. How you been?
Did he freeze?
Uh-oh. What happened?
He froze. Andy,
The last time I saw you, Michael, you were mustacheless.
Yeah, this is a relatively new update to my software. This was the January patch, I believe, added this in. So
it looks good.
Scotty, you're an influencer.
I guess I am in more ways than one. But no, Michael, I can't believe like someone who I talk to pretty much daily, you know, leading up to this event, like meeting you in person at this was pretty insane. I don't know. It just it felt right though, because if Jerry and I hadn't met in 19, I don't know if would you have gone to this convention still? What do you think?
So around 2019 is when because Anaheim was originally supposed to be 2020, and I had bought tickets for it at that point in 2019 because I got some FOMO around the time I was in a community of self-proclaimed like positive Star Wars YouTubers, and I saw some of their like experiences at Celebration 2019. So I was like, I would really love to like go to that at some point. And so I bought a ticket, you know, not being super, super close with anyone and being like, maybe, I don't know, I'll just enjoy the experience, you know. And then obviously COVID happens. And because of the pandemic and all of that, I kind of come into more of the Bombad community and the Beyond the Blast Doors community as well. It's how I got connected with people like Andy and Josh and Pete and all them. And so because it was delayed, I was able to come into it with all these connections, being able to hang out with, you know, people like you guys and the Broaxium boys and all that. Like
Broaxium, love those guys.
Oh yeah, they're great. I've never seen that video.
No, that was great because
it got real sweaty in our row.
Where were you for this? Because we sat with Josh. It was the craziest thing. Look at us.
So we had gotten 2 Star Wars Celebration 4-day passes, just like normal people would have gotten. But then our friend Jackson, who had tickets, he got 2 tickets to the Star Wars night at the park, and he also got the Jedi pass. And so we bought
VIP. Good Lord.
Yeah, we bought those from him because he couldn't go last minute. And so with the 1 Jedi pass, Josh he went in and sat with you guys in there, and I went upstairs and watched it with the normies. And Josh still says, like, of that weekend, there were 2 things that he really loved doing. One was with that Jedi pass, he got to see, he was like front row for when they brought out Harrison Ford and John Williams.
Wow.
And John Williams did 3 songs. He said that was maybe a highlight in his life. And then just coming right in behind that was sitting with the Bombad boys for the premiere of Kenobi. So that was pretty cool. And did you guys go through like the entrance together and by the red carpet, do the red carpet thing together?
Yeah, look. Oh yeah. There it is right there.
Oh yes. Yeah, no, there we are. There we are.
Popcorn. They give us drinks.
Josh at that time met some of the prop makers in line standing with them and the stunt double for little Leia. Did you guys meet her too?
No, I did not do that. No, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's before we even knew there was a little Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. Because Josh said he was talking to her, and of course she's very small. And he said, so she was with the prop builders for the show. He's like, what do you do? And she's like, well, I'm a stunt person, a stunt double. And he goes, oh, really? For who? Like, are you like a Jawa or, whatever? And she goes, well, I can't really say. And so, yeah, she goes, I'll tell you in an hour.
No way.
That was such a good surprise watching the premiere of that, was going in completely blind to the Leia factor of it all.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was just the gasp over the room too. Was just so cool, man. It was just so fun.
Very cool.
Although the biggest reaction out of Scotty was still him yelling, "Flee!
Flee!" Yeah.
Flee!
Yeah, you could see this. But wait, this is one of my favorite photos I've ever taken. If someone asked me, what's the top 10 photos you've taken in your entire life? This is in my top 10.
I don't know if I've ever seen this before.
This is Jerry. Immediately after an end, we all get up and Jerry's coming down from it. And he keeps saying, I can't wait to show Eleanor. Because it's a little Leia. It's a little girl. It's literally your daughter.
Yeah, I got real excited.
You did this, and I have to get a picture. And it's the chaos of the crowd. You see Josh right there.
I was ushering Jerry down for either a hug or to wrap my arm around his shoulder.
Yeah, look,
there were so many hugs. There were so many bodily fluids just shed upon each other during this.
We cried.
Jerry, that kind of looks like a Nacho Libre pose, like you're flexing. You know what I mean? Bang!
You gotta show up quads, So yeah.
God. What a special night that was. That really was a magical experience.
It was incredible.
That whole first day is phenomenal. Not just because of all the things we went to, obviously the Kenobi, and Jerry and I went to the panel. I got this iconic photo of me with my beverage of choice.
The dinner from hell.
But also that was our first day for most of us meeting each other. That morning in that hotel, that photo of me, you, and that mouse pad that I bought from one of my college professors who went viral on TikTok one time.
Yeah.
Well, I remember you walked up and I was like, oh my God, that's a Michael. And we had been texting.
It was insane.
And I couldn't believe
because we had called to coordinate where we were meeting up, but still it was such a phenomenal experience. And my heart was filled with so much joy. Still that first day of celebration is one of the best days of my life. And I mean that.
Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Because like I said, y'all, I started listening to Bombad all the time in 2020 during the pandemic. Obviously, it was a hard year for all of us. And so it was a lot of times something for me to look forward to, you know, because I think y'all were dropping episodes on Saturday, I think, back in the time.
Yes.
So I would be
Bombad
working in the
Saturdays.
back of Moe's
Still have a graphic
with a
Now,
headphone.
Michael,
in.
you were a regular on the Friday Night Connect too, though, don't you?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. But like as I was first getting involved in the community, you know, it was you know, I would listen to y'all show on Saturday. I'd remember being
Look,
like,
there it
you
is.
know, I just gotta wait for 11 o'clock. That is one of the most awkward photos of me. I don't know why I'm posing like that.
I love it so much.
That's your red carpet photo.
That's
right
I
there.
may as well be T-posing. Like
I don't know what to do with my hands.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But there was so much.
I shot a video of Paul Stanley if you want to scroll back up a little bit.
Oh, which one? Is this the one with the hallway? Hold on.
The one of Paul right there, yeah. This
this
footage
is the one I
shot
was
by me.
talking about. This is the one I was talking about that I didn't know if we could show. Here we go.
I walked all it froze up. I walked all the way from
when Paul gets like right up against the glass, I like to joke that it looks like Joker in Dark Knight. People will die.
I was gonna say this is that video he sends the press where he like kills that Batman like like
scary image
vigilante.
What a freak. Look at my love handle just hanging over the side. It's fucking terrifying. Look at this is a scary looking thing. And like,
they let that guy DJ kids events.
Yeah. Hey, kiddos. Hey, how we doing, kiddos? Come give me a
What's
hug.
up?
Come give Paul a hug. No, there's a photo though.
Glass.
Watch me eat this light bulb. No, there's one photo. There's one photo in here of Michael that I love. Where's it at? There's one. Here it is. Oh, this is the.
Oh yeah, this is.
I
You
can't
can see
talk
me
about this
holding.
one. I can't talk about this one if you know what I'm referring to.
You can see me holding the phone for me and Jerry's Uber because we're about to go away.
Oh, what a sad moment! Because I wouldn't see them to my wedding.
I hate it. I hate every time it ends.
And this photo, oh god, this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Katie got
this
one.
gets me
Katie got
emotional,
this
man.
one.
This is because this was we're heading back to the hotel so that we can get Jerry stuff so that he can head back to my room for the night.
Calling it a
It's
night.
about to be all over, man.
And this is at 11:44 p.m. because I didn't fly out that day. I flew out the next day after this, but most of y'all were flying out Monday.
Yeah.
So this is like wrapping it up.
Yeah, we had just gotten done hanging out with
This
Kyle
is me
Katarn.
discussing how I saved that woman's life, right? In the
And I
elevator
thought
or something,
you tried to kill her. That's what I thought.
No, yeah.
Poor,
If
Yeah,
you have the photo of me in the elevator
Yes,
where
of
I look
course.
completely zoned out, like
Look at this Zach Galifianakis ass photo. But what happened was, so for those that don't know,
You guys ready to let the
elevator
dogs
doors-
out?
Yeah,
we're
let
gonna
the dogs
we're gonna
out.
Explain that. Yeah. Okay.
So the door was closing on this poor custodial staff, and like we're trying to save it and save her and like, spare her life. And I forgot what was the sequence of events, Jerry?
No, you did. Y'all did nothing. I reached and held the door for her. Right?
Look
and, didn't want to get on or something or whatever.
Yeah, she was like, "No, thank you, no, thank you."
It was an elevator full of sweaty men.
Look at this. This is such a weird image.
that because like it's just the perfectly timed image where I was like for whatever reason like completely zoned out, and it looks like I'm like just so traumatized by the events of the day when it couldn't.
But look at this. What is happening here? Who even is this standing right here?
I was like just trying to be a good human being.
You're either in or you're out.
Went
When are
off
you in?
on me for
Are you
this.
in or you out?
So fucking giving him a hard time. I was being a dick.
Hey fellas, I gotta put
hey.
my daughter to bed, so I gotta bounce out of here. But
Love you.
Scotty,
Love you, Andy.
Jerry, Michael, it's great to see you guys. I'm so glad we're
likewise.
friends. I'm so glad we
Same.
connected, and thanks for doing this tonight, Scotty and Jerry, because it's good to rehash these memories. And
Nice. Publicly.
And Josh, wherever the heck Josh is, like what the heck is he doing?
Wherever.
So
yeah,
important.
it's not like he's lurking in the background somewhere, you know. So
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But anyways, great to see you guys, and
Love you,
stay
dude.
Bombad.
Hey, stay Bombad. Hey,
Andy.
all our love to the family, and
Bro.
everyone, man. Love you.
Bye, Andy.
Absolute pro.
See you guys.
Later.
How amazing.
Later, Andy.
So this next person we want to bring on, funny enough, this makes me laugh. It's going to be Jared. Jared was not here at this event. Let me just close out Andy's. Jerry was not here at this event, but he was covering it from afar. And of course, he was there for the wedding, which is what we call Star Wars Celebration Baton Rouge. So let's bring in our sweet friend, the one and only Jared, the Gray Jedi.
You're not in Guatemala now, Dr. Ropata.
There he is.
Our clips.
You can tell it's a year where Scotty and I are going to play each other because he started calling me the Gray Jedi again.
What?
No, but I've never been to Star Wars Celebration.
Unbelievable.
First time I knew it was a thing. I caught it on fucking G4. Right?
Whoa! Holy cow! Good.
And it was
in between the girls on the trampolines and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch that stuff and just the video game coverage. But I think it was G4. It might have been something else, but it was more than likely G4. Where I remember turning it on just in time to see the trailer. This is gonna be such a me sentence. I'm so sorry. I'm like this. The trailer for the Force Unleashed Ultimate Sith Edition. And me just being like, there's like a whole event for this stuff.
You being like this.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is one of the
footage
best
of
pictures
Jared
of
watching
Jared.
G4 circa 2009.
Look at my boy.
This is me watching Katie get walked down the aisle by her father.
Oh no, that's Jared watching Boob Tech Toe.
Oh, listen. I want you guys to know. I've talked about this before. Is that I exist in two different worlds. I have Star Wars nerd YouTuber community, and then I have the comic book cast community that I've accidentally made myself a staple of. Yep. That picture of me crying during the wedding is a meme that is used all the time in that Facebook group.
Is it really?
All the time. A trailer will come out and somebody will be like, me seeing such and such come back and such, and it's me weeping at your wife being walked down the aisle.
Look at this. You can see the full image right here. He can't handle it. He can't handle it.
And I can't.
It's
because I'm recording. I'm at the video. So
yes.
But no, I remember being just so exhilarated watching. I'm like, oh, this is so cool, and found out Star Wars Celebration was. And then as the years went on, I was keeping up with the news daily whenever Celebration was happening, and that was kind of the beginning of me being man, I wish that I could easily find more coverage of this, Yeah. And that kind of got the ball rolling on me wanting to do this stuff.
Isn't that crazy?
Kind of inserted that idea of maybe I want to do this. I didn't know how to start. And then I got brought into do back discussion. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to I said, I can't wait to cover Star Wars Celebration. I've never seen this photo. I've never seen this photo of me and Bill.
Well, there's a really good one. Hold on.
So good.
This has been a good night for discovering new photos.
Oh yes, clearly.
Well, look right here. It's a good example. Who just left? That's Andy, Michael, and Jared right there.
Yeah,
had a great hangout in Oregon.
For the 5 seconds my lightsaber worked that night.
That's I know. Right. Michael and I during Celebration Baton Rouge went on that photo.
I'm pretty sure a Will Smith song was on at that time.
It was getting jiggy with it, and
I was gonna say
that's in that same Facebook group all the time.
That's Jared's getting jiggy with it face.
Yeah.
There's a video of it somewhere. Hold on. Keep talking, Jared. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. But I just remember being so excited to always cover that stuff. And then the celebration you guys were talking about, the actual celebration in Anaheim. I wish Connor were here because he had the misfortune of riding shotgun with me for this.
Oh wow.
It was me trying to do live coverage of Celebration the whole fucking weekend. And at one point, they just kept playing the same shitty segments on the live stream. And I think it might be on the live stream that got taken down because I got angry and played the leaked Ahsoka trailer.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. The
stream got nuked because I was pissed. I'm like, fuck it. I'm playing it. I want clicks because I'm mad. And that is the coldest picture of me to exist.
That and then the picture where you were a minute ago, where you were like hugging Scotty, looking into the camera.
Yeah,
You look like a
great
mafioso.
picture. Hold on,
there.
it's this
Is that
one.
because I'm Italian?
Yeah.
Here's the video of Get Jiggy With. Let me find that one real quick. Hold on.
I haven't seen that.
Jared is one of the most fun people to party with, by the way. I have to
Hold on. Look at him getting the down. I love this man.
Listen, man.
I dog on him, but I love him.
But no, I fully crashed out. I was like fully just screaming like a lunatic. Like Michael and Jerry, as the fellow Knowledge Fight listeners here, I literally did the maybe I'll walk out of here tomorrow and you'll never see me again. That's what I really want to do. Clip like in real life, like not even trying to do a bit. I was like, I'm so fucking frustrated. But no, I love doing this, and like God, like Celebration Baton Rouge was just so much goddamn fun. You know,
by the way, Trey
is conspiring with
an affair
someone
going on or something.
Yeah,
you know?
I had a hit on me.
Jared was the one that showed up first and stayed the longest for Star Wars Celebration Baton Rouge / my wedding, and it was such a good time. Like genuinely, we had such a good time hanging out and visiting. The music, the whole, it was such a special.
Miss Taylor.
There she is. 6 days
Taylor.
of our life. Like, this is the hand grenade where they filmed the Ludacris.
Yeah, me pointing at Ludacris.
That needs to be on the Bombadcast Facebook page. I'm sorry.
Yes, absolutely.
Me just being excited for 2000s hip hop in general.
Those hand grenades were good, by the way.
They were good
really
as
were.
hell.
Hand grenades are really good. They're like juice. You will get really drunk.
Man, I'm
drinking
sitting
one.
so weird. Those buttons are fighting for their lives on that.
I love going to New Orleans because I get day drunk like so easily, and then like by the time I'm in the car, I'm sober.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, there's me taking a detour for a milkshake.
Oh, I fell fucking asleep in the car. There's that photo, Trey.
Yeah, there's a photo of you sleeping.
You sleep so good.
look
You sleep
dead.
so good in
You
that
look
damn car.
dead. But no, like I just
Trey saying that lady was conspiring against me.
No, core memory was watching the Ahsoka trailer with you guys for the first time. And speaking of Trey,
Yes.
I told this story, I think off air, talking to Mitch, from Comic Book Cast and from Pro and Noob. We were speaking, and I don't remember how it came up. We were talking about watching the Ahsoka trailer, and during one point where we were muted, Trey looked at us and said something about how he had heard through the grapevine, I think on like Reddit or whatever, and he mentioned something about Baylan Skoll supposing to be like the canon version of Joris Sabayoth, but he butchered his name. And I was distracted
because he said like Kaboth or something.
Yeah, he said Joris Kaboth, and I was like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Well, granted,
I'm wearing
to play
the same
devil's advocate.
right
that's
now
not an easy name to pronounce, and
it is
a hard name.
It's not. It was just the way Trey said it, and he said it so innocently, and I was accidentally such a prick about it that I was like, "Joris Kaboth? Who?
This Photoshop." Look at this Photoshop. Look at Micro.
I forgot about Alden. When Alden gets drunk, his
I kid you not,
atoms
that photo
vibrate
is hanging
faster
up at
than
work
light.
for me.
This actual photo?
Yeah, this is one of the printed ones I've got on my wall at my actual adult job.
We even saw a movie.
Connor's actual size in that photo as well, I believe. So.
Yes. We went and saw Mario Bros. Movie. It was just such a special event. Look at this.
That photo of us in the parking lot's good too.
Yes.
Oh wait, was that moments before I took off my shirt on Bombad for $1?
Yeah. I think so. And this is when Obi sneezes. Watch Obi sneeze. Look at us. Obi sneezes, and then we all laugh at Obi. Watch. Obi perfectly timed his sneeze. And look at Obi. Look at Obi looking at us.
He's like,
what the hell is happening? I know, but
because he sprayed. He got Bill and Michael a little bit, and I got it all on the temple.
Look at him the dog is screaming for. You can see him building up to it. That's Michael and Jared. That was some NSFW. Oh no! Okay, sorry. Keep showing up.
Yeah, hold on.
I know.
But no,
I might have a.
He's gonna lose his tenure.
Theory.
This is what.
Wait.
Oh, Pizza Shot. Okay.
Oh, no,
this is-
that too. There's me actually looking like a mob boss.
Yeah.
Actual mob
We can
boss.
make you an offer you can't refuse.
Fucking Carmine Falcone Bachman. But no,
Schlitz and Giggles Pizza.
that was also another like core memory with the Revenge of the Sith game where
Uh-huh.
I got smashed and made Scotty listen to the Kanye West episode, or an episode of Knowledge Fight where Kanye West went on the Alex Jones show.
Uh-huh.
While I played all of the boss battles from the Revenge of the Sith game, but I was so smashed that I couldn't get past the Sin Drawling fight and got viscerally angry. And at one point, Taylor texted me. She's like, "Are you doing okay?" And I was like, "I'm getting my shit kicked in by Nick Gillard." And I was
Hold on, is this?
how
This
long my
is
hair
this. Oh, this is him about to maybe. This is heartwarming. Right?
1:35 in the morning. It's so late. So for Jerry, it's like 2:35. That was a late ass flight. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
how
I
that
was like,
that
yeah,
late.
yeah.
rare
my
apparent
flights
appearance
were
of
like-
me wearing Crocs.
Almost
in public.
pretty much every night of any celebration was a late night for
Yes.
all of us. Like,
Oh yeah, and then you got to wake up like at the ass crack of dawn to like make sure that you get to those panels, right?
yeah, that's
Yes.
why like day 3 and 4 of celebration, I was like, don't care about panels. I'm going to sleep in and not show up until noon.
God, he was so plastered this
Dude,
night. He really
dude,
was so.
I made a
freaking
new
drunk.
cocktail that weekend called Goon Juice. And if you put a gun to my head, I could not confidently tell you what all was in it. All I knew was that everybody who drank Goon Juice was fucked up after one glass.
Look at this.
And I
Yeah.
was so proud
Yeah.
of it.
And
Were those some
pregnant.
headphones in my pocket, or was I happy to see you?
I don't know. I think it was my Return of the Jedi Roosevelts that did it.
That's what it was.
This is-
Look at us eating it.
really?
Us eating in canes.
Are you serious?
Oh, this is a great.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that was the first time I ever had Raising Canes, and I thought I had died and gone to sauce heaven.
Literally.
That
Well-
sauce is pretty damn good.
I wanted to make hot sweet monkey sex of that fucking.
I am gonna head out here in a
sauce.
minute.
That's fine.
But before I go, Scotty, do we want to tell
you.
the mistaken identity story with
Yes,
me?
yes. Okay.
Oh, please.
I want
Okay,
you to
yeah,
tell
This
it
is the
because
greatest story ever.
I saw
because your side of it
Michael
is
cracking
better.
up when we brought up Matthew Wood, by the way.
Okay, you did. Was he laughing? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta find a picture of Chase at one of these things, just because to explain for the audience at home who's probably never seen Roach before. But Roach / Chase has been my best friend since 2005. So like you're looking at this point, 20 years
20
of
years.
friendship. Yeah, just true friendship, and he's pretty much my brother. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on, let me pull this up on my end. He's pretty much my brother. Like he was my best man at my wedding, and he, we've done so many things together. We've seen Kiss together, so many. Like we're just best friends. But anyway, so this is some funny story about this. Here he is. He shows up to Mosh Isley without me knowing. I had no idea he was going to surprise us. Fucker walks in without me knowing, and I'm like, what are you doing here? Great surprise. Him and Katie plotted a surprise against me. One of the best surprises of my entire life.
Brilliant.
And I'm like, is he gonna like hang with us tomorrow? And she's like, yeah, he's gonna hang with us. So I'm like, this is amazing. This is awesome. He leans in my ear and he tells me, my grandpa died. I was like, no, on the flight in, his grandfather died.
Oh my
My
god.
God. Yeah,
Holy
Bob.
shit.
Bob Cangelosi died. And like I was like, this is crazy. So like I'm like, this is so surreal. Are you okay? He goes, yeah, he wasn't doing so well. And so obviously he stays the night with us. I think me and him shared a bed. Or no, Jerry, I think you and Roach shared a bed that night.
Me and
Now that I'm
Roach shared a
thinking-
bed. Me and Roach
That's
did share. I was lucky enough to share a bed with the one and only Roach. that
It's just
night. One night
it's
only. For
wild.
one night only.
I
So
can't
for more-
imagine having to tell my best friend that I had lost a loved one while he's dressed like fucking cryptid Paul Stanley.
Yeah, that is cryptid.
And so, mind you, Roach knows none of these people. He loved Chase Hauser because Chase they just had a good energy together.
They're the fucking best.
How could
of
you
all
So
hate
you could see-
anyone from that Pink Milk crew?
Exactly.
How could
the
you?
Pink Milk, the entire Pink Milk crew is incredible. They're still good friends. We love them to pieces.
Yes.
And like on here, you've got if you see this round table, Alden and Nikki, Preston and Trey, Jerry, Gus, Edgar, and then Brian. And then I took this photo. I took this photo and I was sitting next to Lauro and M. So like this was probably one of my favorite. Like this only was like about an hour of the entire convention, but like we FaceTime Noah, so like it's just
that was a fun time.
That was the night Bill's ass got signed.
That was when my bromance with Goose started that night. My bromance with Goose started that night for real.
So,
on the way, it's on the walk back to the hotels.
This is John and Megan. John is we've always went to celebrations together. And Megan's his girlfriend, and Roach was just hanging the whole day. Him and Katie just went and walked around. It was great. But this all builds up to a story. So we're at the final celebration panel, and this was a big deal because they were going to announce where the next one was at, and we had a hunch. It's always going to be, that weekend of Easter, and so we knew the next one would be 2023, exactly a year later, and we didn't know where it was going to be. I can't find the video right now. I'll look it up later. But in the video, they like film our reaction of us freaking out because they announced it that it was my wedding weekend the next year. And so we're coming down from that. Chase is kind of blindsided. Chase, John, and Katie and Megan go and eat. And at some point,
I think it was when we were getting dinner or something.
I don't even know.
Maybe it was lunch. Maybe we got lunch at the hotel.
All I remember is I point through a window at Matt Wood, and Chase is really bad about like following up. He's not good at. Everything's based purely on assumption for Chase. A lot of the times, him and I argue about that. We've had since we were in literally 4th grade because he's so quick to assume things. And so here we are. I'm like, oh my god, you see that guy right there sitting right there, Chase? He goes, yeah. I said, that's Matt Wood. He's like the sound design guy. Like he's done everything. I said, he was the voice of General Grievous. And he's like, wow. And so the entire day,
I love this story.
Chase thinks that his best friend Scott had made it. He is with the
because Chase thought he pointed at me.
So
my dumbass as the voice of General Grievous. So sound designer for Lucas.
Yes, so here he is, and he was Scott. He's like, I'm so impressed. You hung out with General Grievous all day. Like you didn't nerd about it. You just like talk. You just were normal.
Because
with this guy.
for the rest of the day, we're going about, and he thinks I'm this guy, and I am completely unaware that all of us are completely unaware that he thinks that.
He thinks this because he doesn't clarify shit. So he's just sitting there the whole entire time thinking we're hanging out. Look at him.
And
hanging out with General Grievous.
And later that night, when we say our goodbyes, he looks at me and he goes, General? And it doesn't register to me as bizarre at all. Because in the moment, I think I was just tired. And I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, see you.
Sure, dude. Why not?
I'll take that rank. Yeah.
So then we're sitting at the hotel that night, and he goes, Scott, I gotta hand it to you, man. I'm like really impressed that you like have made these connections. You have all these friends now, and like you're like hanging out with like actual people that were like in Revenge of the Sith. Like, I can't believe you knew the guy that plays General Grievous. And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, he's like, that guy with the glasses, we hung out with him all day. I said, no, General Grievous. I pointed at this guy that was sitting at the thing, like, and I think Michael, didn't you just talk to him? Like, wasn't there an exchange between you, or is it? I think it was Dan and
No, so he came up to our table on the last day.
Yes,
and me and Michael were with
because we made a comment because they had we talked to him about London or something.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's like, you going? He's like, is it in California? We're like, no. And he's like, no. But he walked up to our table and he's like, yeah, another celebration on the books, gentlemen. Just like out of nowhere.
Yes,
we didn't approach him. He approached our table, which was weird.
And, he might have seen us talking, you know.
Yeah.
Unrelated, Scotty.
It was fantastic.
Taylor told me that you apparently got an assload of Celebration Baton Rouge pictures from her.
Oh, I do have some. Well, okay, I can't show them just yet because I have to bring these next week. They've been waiting in for like an hour.
No, you're good. You're good. She just told me to tell you, and I was following.
I just wanted to get that story out. I'm gonna go ahead and go. And
I love you both.
Love you,
you
Mr.
can get rid of me
McBoy.
because I have nothing about an actual celebration. Just hanging out with you guys for our little version, and me crashing out trying to do live coverage. And I'm excited because Bill and I'm going to be in Kentucky with Bill Sheehy, and he and I are going to be doing.
Yes,
we're going to be doing daily live streams talking about the news, not me trying
exciting.
to live cover it.
That's incredible.
I don't want to crash out live on air again. I didn't like doing that.
Hey, you should get Connor over there, and then you should get Jerry, and you should get Michael. So it's like a weird. We're all together, but
Like a
we're
weird
not.
mishmash. Yeah.
Anyway,
Before you bring anyone else on, I just want to say again, just like how magical of an experience this all was. Getting to meet y'all. Oh, Chris, it was so
Chris
great.
is
getting to
here.
hang out with Chris too.
Chris,
I hope I
Chris-
see you at Fan Expo, bro.
Chris Ryans is
I
the
miss
sweetest
you.
human being who ever lived, and I love him dearly.
Chris Ryans is sincerely one of the most pure human beings I've ever met in my entire life.
We watched AEW Double or Nothing in his hotel room.
That was a lot of fun.
And it was great.
That was
Yes.
the
That
first
was a lot of fun.
AEW I ever watched. That was the first one. But thank you so much, Sean.
Yeah, and I just
It
want
was
to say
high
that-
as a kite when we did it too. It was great.
Chris, I'm getting you a Roosevelt.
And
Real
just
shit.
It's happening.
the sheer like joy of getting to meet all of you guys for the first time. I think about it constantly, and I wish that we could see each other more often, of course, and that's part of what makes it so special.
Of course.
And what Alden said about it rejuvenating you was also true. You know, if you're not a crazy person like Jared trying to live stream it every day, then I think for me, like, it reinvigorated my passion, not just for Star Wars, but just for all of this, you know. And I don't think Bastards would have happened if not for Celebration, because it was after that, like the month after, that I was like, all right, time to kick in and really, you know.
I have
Get
one last
taken
funny
into-
story. If I can share my funny story before y'all get
go
off,
ahead.
Please,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
So Maggie Lovett walked by, and Maggie wrote for Collider, and she was a Geeky Waffle Crew for a while. And I was like, "Oh, Maggie, let's get a picture." And I was messing with her. I'm like, and she's like, "I just interviewed Diego Luna." I'm like, "That's fantastic." We talked about that, and then I think, did we talk about acting or something? I don't forget the context, but she brought up her mom, and she was like, it was so funny.
I'm just standing off to the side, and Scotty calls me over to take a picture with someone. I'm like, okay. So I just wander in.
It was perfection.
Scotty's an instigator of a lot of just like random moments that are beautiful.
yeah.
And I love it. Yeah, I love it.
And that was one of them. Look, and speaking of, after we have our next guest, so we're going to highlight everyone that submitted stuff, but we had our sweet baby boy Eli. Look, here's us meeting Eli in person.
The commish.
Unbelievable.
Commish.
I was the one. That voice. You hear that voice? What's
I did not
going
get a
on?
photo with Eli at Celebration, and I'm very sad that I didn't. I should have thought.
I
to
got
do that.
I was the one. I got a horribly awkward one.
I was man, I was right there. I was, I was amazed at how the sleeves didn't line up. It was great. It was fantastic.
Hey, it's
I
okay
love
because
that
he's
man.
wearing Roosevelts now, so he's good.
There he is. He's good. He's set.
He has that shit on now. He has that shit.
He's covered. Yeah, he's got that shit
I bring
on.
up, before I kick you both out, I bring up the trivia match. Here we go. Believable. I was the one who defeated Jared thanks to this man. How does it feel?
It definitely feels like an accomplishment. Let me tell you. It's so weird to bring up Elfrona in person, but I will do it. I will so do it.
That mask is doing a lot
What
of work, man.
a legend we have here.
How amazing
Wow.
is that? How beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna head out because I gotta go.
Love
to
you,
bed.
boys.
I
Can't
love
wait
you.
to beat that ass in the Steel City.
Bye bye. We're
I
gonna
love
bring
you all.
in our most patient people
The-
ever.
well, some of our me and Scotty love these people like with our entire hearts.
They're our
I
parents.
got to say,
They're our
these
parents.
are sincere. These
are
are
actually
these.
our parents.
I was gonna say, Dan. I was saying on the other day, like Dan Madsen was like our dad and stuff. But like,
Yes.
I think our like actual like parental unit is Holly and Brian. If that's
Yep.
not like too presumptuous to say, I was gonna say like I don't know if they'd claim us or anything like that though. So I don't know.
They will now. They will now.
They have no choice.
They have no choice. Let's bring them in. They have actually like a slideshow of images they want to show us of all their celebrations because they are true vets. They are absolute veterans of this.
They are
of this con.
historians in a way as well.
Yes.
of this event. They have been chronicling this for a while. So I
right.
love that they're And thank y'all for waiting in the wings. for
Thank
so
you.
long.
Yes, this is
We
a lot longer than I
appreciate
thought. Look what they're doing. All right, let's bring them in. Here we go.
I wanna do a little number for you now.
We are so proud of you, boys.
I have to say, like, I blocked out the labor and delivery. I didn't even know you existed.
It's okay. I would too.
Epidural works.
don't blame
That's
you. I'm not
beautiful.
even mad. You know, like
A
yeah,
lot of
it
drinking.
makes sense.
Right. That's really
Yeah.
what drives me to drink. It's like I got
Galaxy's Edge
dampen it
drinking.
down.
Hey, but selling you too, let us buy this cantina. So we're
That's
Hey,
true.
we're happy. And listen, yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm glad that raising us, Holly, made you really good at mixing alcohol and stuff like that. You're like incredible at it. So yeah,
That's amazing. I got to hear it from the vets, man. I mean, this next one in Japan is just another day, right? You know.
No, yes.
6. I've been to 5.
Wow.
I have.
You went to the 2. I only went to
They are
one.
our parents.
I mean, here part of it though. I don't know a way to say what I'm about to say without sounding like an asshole. But I'm
Do it.
so
You're good.
busy. I don't have time to get anticipatory like wind up.
Yeah. No, but you really are. Like you actually
honestly,
are. You travel.
you're
like,
one of
all
the
time.
adults in the room, Holly. That's what's happening
Yes.
here. You know, so it's fine.
One of the
yeah.
elders.
I'm literally like,
No.
I got a couple weeks at home before we go to Japan. Great.
Like
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, you're
Have
right,
you been
right,
before?
yeah.
I don't even know.
To Japan? No.
Wow, all of our first. Look at us.
Ah,
That's exciting. So wait, I gotta ask y'all.
Capybara
give me back some coffee. That's all I got.
Yes, the Otter Cafe, the Capybara Cafe, the
I
Pokemon
can't go.
Cafe.
I'm staying here to listen. I'm staying here to help put on a garden party birthday party for my kiddo, and so like
Oh, that sounds rad too.
What
Yeah,
did you got to
sound
say, Scotty?
Well, say it again.
What did you got to say?
What did I have to say? I just can't wait to be with y'all again. Because look, I'll show my last couple of photos before we see your slideshow of stuff. But like, there's one photo I've got of Brian when we were all in Disneyland together, and it was like, I don't know, like Brian and I. It was so weird with us at least. Like Brian and I have been texting the entire time, but like we would see you at the strangest little moments. There was never like a set time
grabbing your bed
where
on
we
the
got to sit and visit, except for. I think it was Saturday night after Mosh Isley. We sat and talked for a little while. But like, look, here's the photo. I love this photo. One of my favorite. You can see Holly's hair in the back. But like, full on Stay Bombad shirt. It's such a good picture. Such a good picture.
That's
a happy
incredible.
son of a bitch
I
right there.
love
Look at him.
that.
There's
Look
our
at
son,
that.
Scotty.
There he is. It's a small world. Or I don't even know what ride this was actually. What was this? Peter Pan?
That's
maybe?
like outside of that's right outside of
Snow White, Peter Pan.
Yeah,
like
that's
Snow White
Fantasyland,
or the
so-
Rose.
Yeah.
That's a great picture. And I think I don't know if we have any other ones. I don't even
I
know.
think I might have the reverse of that. I definitely have one from Anaheim with you up on your balcony and us in the
Oh,
park.
yeah.
Yes,
Right.
yes, that
Right.
amazing picture. So hold on, I gotta show something on screen just for a moment too, because we were both gifted something very thoughtful. I have it right here.
Yes, I have it. It's literally right here. I have it always within arm's reach of whenever I'm recording. So hold on.
So we're sitting there all hanging out and visiting, and then this wonderful man walks up and is like, "Here you go."
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's just these books.
I was like, "What is this?" And so here I am. I open it, and look at this. Hold on, what page is it on?
Yeah, there we go. I'd show you the rest, but it's got my address in the back of it for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, that was odd. No.
But like, y'all are just the thoughtful, sweetest people. And like, I remember standing and talking with y'all for a while, and like, this was one of those things. I was like, this is went out of his way and got us a book, and like, I remember reading it like on the flight home, like just blown away. Like, what an incredible couple to meet and hang out with. And like, I don't know, do y'all feel like you're some sort of like, this sounds so lame, please don't hate me.
Elderly hag. Yeah.
No, listen, Holly. No. But like, do y'all feel like you kind of have this like aura of like, you know, we've done this before. We kind of know how this feels, how these things operate, and like we know what means to people and how to make people happy. I don't know. Like, that was so thoughtful. Like, y'all, you did not have
guys
to do
are the
that.
most thoughtful people I think I've ever met, frankly.
Yes.
If I can, like,
I'm kind of an asshole, but
Fuck
Brian.
well, but Holly, you're fun. You're fun
Uh-huh.
to be around.
Yes.
You're a joy. Thank you.
Brian's a nice boy. He came to me pre-trained. I didn't have any doing in that.
Oh,
so
good.
I've just been slowly making him bitchier for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
That's really how that works.
That's okay. Those things happen.
Yeah.
Like, what was y'all's first celebration? I don't even know.
Indianapolis in 2005.
Yeah.
Any pictures of it? You got anything you want to share?
Yes.
That would have been 3, right?
Do you want to share them, or do you want me to try to load them in?
Do you know how to do that?
I am going to try. Can I bring in several at once, or do I have to go one at a time?
So what you can do is if you just share your screen, it should give you an option to like if you see where it says present or it says something about sharing a screen. Do you see that in your end?
I can
do that because then you can scroll through it and just explain each one to us. Yes, there we go. Nick's right. Nick called it
in the chat.
They are. Just some of the best. But yeah,
Let's
I
see.
Here we
I
go.
don't know what's happening.
He's producing.
There's a lot more to set up than I expected.
I
So.
think if you go back and do the slide option, you might be in a better place.
So we are your parents.
No, honey, we have no slides. I don't. Yeah, I know.
It's like mute your microphone. We hear you talking.
I really am. I'm getting technologically stupider, though. For the
No,
it's happening.
I don't mean to be. I used to be the tech editor for How Stuff Works, and now I'm like, how do HDMI? Like, I don't remember anything anymore.
I ask Scotty Peepaw questions all the time. I call them.
yes.
I was gonna say, tonight. I was like, "Are you making a slideshow? You making a PowerPoint presentation? How do you want me to do your photos?" Hey?
Yes, look at this. Oh my God. The 4-day passes. I love this.
Back when you could just buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It
Right.
was not like the hustle that we have to do now in the virtual queue, fingers crossed.
Right.
Yeah.
No, just purchase them. You don't have to worry about it. It's not 65,000 other people trying to buy the same damn things as you.
Yeah, we ended up having to get single day for each day because we just got the short end of the queue.
Wow. For which one? This one, Japan? For
Yeah.
Japan? Wow.
I got my Anaheim and my my Chicago.
Mine are in my closet, man. God. So what's that first one? Celebration 3? 3?
Yes.
Oh my God. Where was that at?
That was the Indianapolis one.
Indianapolis, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where it just was.
Oh yeah. How did that go, by the way?
It was great. It was super duper fun.
Mm-hmm.
We had a really wonderful time.
You had a good crew with you.
Pardon?
You had a good crew with you. I saw that photo that was posted.
Yeah, we had a lot of
Beautiful.
fun. There was a lot of tiki runs and madness. But yeah, I had a lot of panels. It went really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Then I just wanted to be home because I had been on the road for like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I just want to get home to my kitties and Brian. Like, it was very, very pathetic.
And us, your actual children.
Yes.
Look at this. Oh my God. I love these are like my favorite kind of pictures.
Drunk
This
then,
is so
drunk
sick.
now doesn't really
20 years have not made a difference.
No.
20 years. How does that feel for y'all? Because like Celebration's been my life now for 8 years, and it feels like such a special thing to reminisce and think about. But like 20 years, that's a chunk, man. That's beautiful.
Well, we missed a few. We didn't have a lot of money back then, so we missed
the first 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Anaheim 2015 was your next, and then Orlando.
Yeah, because I went for work.
Chicago, and then Anaheim again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Blessed. I had like my little mini crew with me for 2015 in Anaheim. So we were covering it for How Stuff Works. So I had like a camera and a sound guy going everywhere with me, which made it look like I was really cool when really I was just a ding dong like anybody else.
Which was the truth. Yeah, no, yeah.
But it was very fun.
Of course.
It was very
fun. Y'all, but I don't know if anyone knows either watching it, but like they've done Dragon Con forever, right? You know what I mean? And like y'all's cosplays for Dragon Con are absolutely off the chain. I mean, they're
Dragon Con is one that I want to do so bad.
Yeah.
Dragon Con is my next. I don't know if I may go to another celebration. I want to go to a Dragon Con.
Well, see, if you come to Dragon Con, you can come to the cantina. It's
exactly.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I've got to make it to one of those. Yeah,
They
absolutely.
have special night at the Georgia Aquarium, special night at Cabe's Ways.
Yes.
Take it a minute.
But like even these, I mean, this is a crazy era because like I don't know, it just feels, it sounds silly, but it feels so lo-fi in the sense of it being like the production. There was no live streams. There was no
Yeah.
the press of it all was obviously on StarWars.com, and that was about it. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't.
You had some
it wasn't like
insider
this now.
pictures because I remember like flipping through those pictures like when I was a boy, like
Mhm.
just like sincerely like
Just a wee
jealous,
lad
wanting
while
to
my
be
husband
there.
and I went about our
Well,
partying business.
I will say, but like Celebration 1, I was pretty young. By the time like Celebration like 3 happened, I was graduating high school. For
Oh
sure.
wow, yeah, that's a good point.
Elderly.
So
Yeah, I know, ancient, right?
With that Biker Scout armor I was in the previous Drunken Revelry
this was
picture.
great.
Oh, okay. So this is the one right here.
I was hanging out in that at some point before or after this when some 501st guy, when I encountered some 501st guys, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna go induct John Knoll into the 501st. Do you want to come with us?" And I'm like, "I'm not a member." And they're like, "You're in armor. Come on." So the next picture, I got at the end of the line because I'm not part of the group, and like the guy right behind me has the plaque that they're gonna give him.
Holy cow!
Basically, these guys just go up and line up in front of the stage, and they stop. Like the first guy stops at the first position, and the rest of us kind of file in along the stage. So I'm at the far end, stage right. They do the presentation, and then they're like, "All right, now we're gonna exit the room," and I'm at the front of the line. Then at that point, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I just kind of like, there's a door and an aisle. I'm just gonna walk down here and stop and be like, continue, soldier, and just hope that these guys know what they're doing. And they thankfully all exited fine, and they didn't like stop and be like, "The hell you doing, dude?" They went out, so that was all good. But for a split second, I was like panicking after this really cool, like accidental. I kept trying to peek a glance at John. No, right there.
Right.
Literally,
right.
it's so cool. And like, I don't know, to be put in those moments is very celebration to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Hey, get your ass over here. We need you. Like going, oh, okay.
Right.
Let me, okay, here I am now.
I couldn't get the
that's so
slideshow to work here. The Firefox browser doesn't allow it. I don't know if you can get to my pictures
Hold on.
on the Google Drive. If
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna do that right now. Hold on.
Easier.
But yeah, I could totally do that. I got you, baby. Hold on. Let me get it pulled up.
Because I hate Chrome. I didn't want to download Chrome.
You're an anti-Chrome guy?
Google.
Listen, Grandpa is scared of the interwebs stealing his information.
Grandpa.
Oh.
Football. Here they are. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, yeah, I got this pulled up. Sorry, I didn't. I now realize what I was telling you was wrong. And I'm a terrible grandson. But here
Well,
are
I
their...
mean, we didn't raise you very well. We were not involved.
You weren't there. You weren't
No,
there.
it's fine. We turned out okay. We turned out okay.
That's on us, baby. Don't you worry.
So which one do you want to start with first then?
Go back to Indiana, SWCI.
SWCI is a cool acronym. I like that one. Oh, look at this.
I think is it Katie DJ? What was her name?
Cara DJ talked about
Cara
this.
DJ.
Yeah,
She had some photos. They had some photos of the costume contest. I was like, I got some too.
Oh wow, there's Holly.
Yeah,
that's her
incredible.
Yeah, Jamila costume.
So you made all this yourself?
Because it was in the Indianapolis Convention Center, which connected to a mall. Do you remember that?
The
Because
Cinnabon.
you found Cinnabon. There was this moment. There were a lot of crossovers with people that had no connection to the con, and so some of us
No
would just be walking
way.
around. And at one point, I'm like on an escalator with my best friend Dawn, who you see here in her amazing Padme picnic dress, and this little boy is just going up the opposite escalator as we're going down, and he goes, "Hey, Queen," and I was like, so, and that little boy was Jerry. It turns
Yeah, and they adopted me. It was great. Yeah.
God, and I'm not kidding when I say this. What I wouldn't give to go back and experience this kind of celebration, because this at this point, and nothing against y'all, but this is like truly, it's when Star Wars was still at its height in the sense of it being like, prequel relevant, right? So like, it wasn't like the rebirth of Star Wars that we've seen recently, where now it's like coming into its own as its own thing and under the Disney umbrella. But like this was like still that last grasp of George Lucas. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. It was just I felt like it was much nerdier, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I get it.
You're right.
I just what a cool thing to have experienced. Like, look at this. This is a great diorama.
I love. Goddamn, I love a diorama.
With some of these pictures, like just some of what you see that I find fun. Like it's not just a celebration of what the studio has brought to us, but a celebration of what we, the fans, do with that stuff.
Yeah.
Dioramas, the costuming.
I love this.
All of the now, like back then, they didn't have the podcast stage, but now there's like so many people, so many creatives doing interesting things with what Lucasfilm brings. I love seeing that kind of stuff, and I'm a big toy nerd also. This is from the archives.
Wow.
Yeah, they had a costume display that year.
Oh my God! Look,
like a really cool little walkthrough that was just fun stuff. I kind of similar to how they did Mando stuff that year, but it was just costumes, and it was really exciting. And we were all excited about this dress that didn't show up in the movie.
Oh, that dress that's in the deleted scene, isn't it?
Yes,
It's
but at that point, we didn't get the deleted scenes until much later, so we were like, "What happened to that costume?"
Right.
Oh wow, look at this. So this is when Revenge of the Sith was releasing, right? Oh, okay. Oh my God. Oh, I remember this toy line. This is my favorite Lego line of all time. They had to light up sabers that you had to like click their heads down. Their sabers would light up. Oh, look at that old Nokia. Oh my God.
Singular.
Woo. Singular wireless raising the bar. Holy cow, look at the little logo, Jack.
Bro, I was gonna say, yeah, those are singular little singular guys.
Wow.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at that.
This was another funny story. We saw the line the previous day that was already gathering for the George Lucas panel. And we were like, it was snow flurries outside. We were like, let's maybe not do that. So we went and had like a nice dinner the next morning, had a nice breakfast. We went down there like just to see what the panel's doing, and they're like waving people in. Like you'll be on the far edge clearly, but there's still seats left if you want to get into the George Lucas panel. We're like, yeah. we actually had a nice warm cozy night while everyone else camped out on the sidewalk.
Wow.
We did not sleep on concrete.
Oh, that's so nice. Is this the photo right here? Holy,
I think there's a caption. I don't know if that's actual.
Yeah, it says fans line up around the block all night Thursday night in pouring rain to ensure a spot to see George Lucas, and y'all just got to walk in.
And I think it was Jay. Is it Lagalia? Captain Typho.
Yes,
who was posting it? Yeah,
I've seen the footage from that. In fact, they've released one.
Yes. That's my crappy, probably like
it's like a flip phone situation,
maybe
or it was a digital camera.
1 megapixel.
That's I love that. Scotty, do we have any footage from that in our Why We Love George Lucas video?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Bananakin, are you so for real right now? Look at this. Bananakin. Oh, this is so pure. Oh, look at this setup. God, take me back. All the Power of the Force figures starting to become cheaper and cheaper.
Pre-opening, I think the stacks of stuff still like
5 minutes before show opening. Man, this is so cool.
That's I forget which line that was for, but that's beautiful downtown Indianapolis,
gorgeous
skyline,
industrialism.
Yeah, cool? I wouldn't mind another Indianapolis one. That's not very far from me. Right now.
That is true. God, SWCI looked amazing. So what was the next one after that? Was it Europe?
The next one was Orlando. So SWCO.
Okay.
For me anyway. I didn't pull any of Holly's pictures.
So this is 2017.
Yeah. The 501st held a ball, a fundraiser gala often, and we got tickets to it. And that is...
Oh, yeah, because I was also covering this for work. We got comped for that.
Weird Al only performed one show that year, and that was for the 501st gala.
That's
no way.
That's kind of awesome, man.
We got treated to a full show, including what's the Phantom Menace song?
The beginning.
The beginning.
The saga begins.
The saga begins.
The saga begins. I bet that went so hard, like that
It
night.
did,
though.
but not as hard as Grim Grinning Ghosts did.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, like I'm here for the saga begins, but I lost my damn mind at like the 4-part harmony Grim Grinning Ghosts.
See,
which he then did again later when we saw him in concert. So I'm a very happy little homage.
Yeah,
an acapella breakdown of like just a mishmash of themes and things. That's one of my favorite photos from any celebration.
Oh, look at that!
Rancho Obi-Wan had a big setup there. That's Steve Sansweet, and just this person came up to just say hi.
That's an Ewok. That's not a person, baby.
This
Yeah,
Ewok
that's
came up
me.
to say hi.
That's me. I shaved. Yeah, no.
Look how
Jerry got,
sweet. That is a pure picture.
Clammed up, did his manscaping.
I love this. Oh, this is cool. It's like a kid's bedroom. Yes, I remember seeing this.
Yeah, that's Rancho
Oh my
Obi-Wan's
God.
display.
And now that it's not quite the same layout, but essentially this display is a permanent part of Rancho Obi-Wan's.
Yes.
Now.
Oh, how cool. Oh, Rebel Forever. Yeah, that's what this is the panel, right? Where Carrie passed away. Oh, well, yeah, the year before.
Yeah, it was a special.
Not even a year, just a few months actually. It was December of 2016. So this would have been like 3 or 4 months after that. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
this was the live stage basically. I'm putting the arrows between what I could see with the camera down to the bottom right, and then what was going out on the feed there on the screen hanging over the crowd. So you can see Harrison waving, and Lucas is next to him.
Mm-hmm.
It is funny though, because like this looks like it's happening in a convention center versus now when you go to their live feed, it's like a full-blown set. Everything's massive. It looks like a Masasi temple, like versus like, look, we're in a convention center.
Yeah, and you can see the background, everything just like being a hall. Yeah, and I forgot for this one, the crowd was the background. I forgot they filmed it this way, which is such a weird choice because like you wouldn't know it. You would see like a tauntaun in the background, or like someone just just chill in the background as Jabba in like an inflatable suit. What a weird idea.
George's head. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
God, what a cool. Oh yeah, there they are. Oh man. I did not go this Friday, or was it Thursday maybe? I did not go this Thursday. Look at this. What is this?
I wanted to include that just because it was, I guess, the next time I went to that convention center. It was how many decades apart that is? 25 years apart.
Wow.
Hair, which I loved so much, but it left me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't quite line up the shots like this fountain and then the sidewalk that I'm on, but it's close enough. I was like,
wow,
how many years later? The Worldcon bounces around cities. I think it's still going. Someone else could confirm that. And then there we were at Celebration in 2017.
Man, because Orlando for y'all is not that much of a drive. It's kind of an easy drive for the most part.
It's like 6.5 hours.
Yeah,
it's like a really fast flight too. So
yeah,
I remember these. Holy cow! I forgot. Yeah. Oh Jesus, it's terrifying. I love that.
He actually made that from a tutorial. Where did you publish? StarWars.com. Yeah.
Wow.
It's written for StarWars.com.
Well, I did a tutorial just for the hat that makes the Salacious Crumb, pointy beak, and then he took that and ran with it and made a whole outfit.
God, that is awesome. Oh, well, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, look, here's this one. There's a full body of it. Oh my God, I love that.
It's good.
I didn't see this. I love this.
Where's Claire when you need her? I was gonna say, Claire Stribling would be like dying.
Yeah, I think we met her at this one. I did have a photo with her at the Chicago coming up.
Oh, look at you, the Phantom Menace pinball. I've played it myself.
This was again at the 501st gathering. They had a bunch of arcade games in the corner. Kind of like Rancho Obi-Wan does, like regular, if you ever can make it out there.
Oh, I need to go.
If you're a collector of that kind of stuff, that's a pilgrimage to aim to do.
Oh, look at this. Is this the bar? Is it the bar at the 500's party? Oh my God. Yes, Moisture Evaporators.
That is incredible. Oh my God.
Wow. They've never done one like this since, right? This is the only time they've not only time, but
They've done in Chicago. They did one at the museum.
Yeah, that was badass.
I don't know if they've done one in Anaheim.
I thought they did one in Anaheim.
Well, in London, they
Maybe?
did the cantina thing that was not 501st. It was kind of like the big group one that they took over that venue in the O2 Center.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow. Is this Matt Martin? I can't
Yeah,
tell.
he almost drowned on Scariff. So that's the.
Oh, no.
They watch rescuing him.
I love that so much. This is amazing.
That's beautiful.
Oh my god. Look at this. Oh wow, 2 tubes. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Yeah.
That was
Wow.
a new cosplay at the time too, because Rogue One had just came out. Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Benthic and
Edrio, yeah.
Yep.
Benthic and Edrio.
Appreciate all levels of like creativity getting into this stuff. If you want to make something and it's only out of cardboard, that's fantastic. But these guys, I got a back shot too. I didn't include it, but they did a phenomenal job with that. I don't know if you remember the Star Wars show live.
Vanessa.
I remember like the second year, like didn't they start like having like they had like a cantina or something? They like would have like cosplayers come up and like sit on the cantina.
Yeah, they had a whole set because I vaguely recall trying to coerce somebody to let me sleep there.
Right.
Ron Swanson. I just saw that in chat.
Oh, I remember these. These were amazing.
Ron
It was
Swanson.
stunning. Very well.
Yeah,
well
really
done.
beautiful.
Wow. I forgot about these. These were great.
Yes, there it is.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that I mean that's so cool. Oh my god. Yeah, I was there. I was there at that one. I'm sad I didn't cross paths or get to know y'all better at that point.
So Chicago would be next, I think.
That
Yes.
seems right.
Our,
BCC. There's some of our cosplay in.
look at
that's-
that Luke.
That's
Dawn again.
that looks great.
Right.
Oh, that's Dawn as oh my god, it's Haldo. Holy cow, that's really good.
It's
She's
a
actually
really
gonna
good,
be
yeah.
in the art show again in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
perfect. Can I meet her?
Okay.
with some Phantom Menace. No. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Oh.
Some Phantom Menace artwork. Some Queen Amidala artwork.
Oh, perfect. Look
Yeah.
at this.
So that's Luke and Leia and Holdo.
Wow. Holly, you look great. Holy cow, this is amazing.
I needed a wig. I should have gotten a wig, and I didn't get a wig, so my hood's up.
That's hey.
Oh, look at
It
this. Is
still
right
works.
there.
That looks really good.
Holy cow. Oh, this is
Hey,
awesome.
what's up,
man.
Bloom?
This was the one that we Jerry and I talked about earlier. This is what brought us together, you know. Oh, I remember seeing this video. You sent me this.
Yeah, this is
How cool is that?
at the museum. There's lots of different exhibits at the museum, including like a sort of tornado generation thing. You could go stand in,
Uh-huh.
get your swirl on.
You just swirl on.
Wow,
I love it.
Shurchin.
Yeah.
They ever
Oh,
like
look at
release
this.
like any coupons in the tornado while it was going or something? You had to grab.
This is where they teased Galaxy's Edge.
Oh man.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yes!
I still want one of those orange jackets. It's never happened. But they probably don't even sell it at Galaxy's Edge
don't.
anymore. But
Damn.
oh man,
That's
just-
so
I remember
have
seeing
such
that
strong
and being
feelings when I
so.
see this area of the show floor because I was so excited for Galaxy's Edge. I'm so rabid about immersive spaces. And I just remember thinking, like, we are never going to be able to get in. It's going to be so jam packed all the time. And now it's like second home, and it's kind of fun to.
Yeah.
And amazing.
It's
Still
beautiful.
busy
I love
all the
that.
time.
Yeah.
All the people are like, "Oh, Star Wars is dying." Then you
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
go to the parks
dead.
and seen Galaxy. You can't walk very far without bumping into somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot they had the black spires too. Yes, that was
Yeah.
so cool.
We didn't understand how important they were yet.
Yeah.
No, you
Right.
didn't. Oh, look at the oh yeah, they also had the
Doc Ondar, yeah.
yes, they had the carts you could sit in too. That was going to be Rise of Resistance.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's.
I have a very awkward picture of just me in that cart because that was my first day. Like on the floor, I got in there. So
That's me and Bobby Moynihan and our Beards and Vest Club.
That's
Ooh,
amazing. Oh
very
my
nice.
god, that's awesome. Oh, that's sick. There's Holly.
Do you want to talk about this panel?
Yes, this is Authentic History, right?
Mhm.
I don't remember shit.
Yes.
Look, I did
It's
a
okay,
lot
Mom.
of things when I was younger. I can't make new memories. This was so. If anybody has listened, Brian Young and I occasionally do a show. We just put out a new one for the first time in many years called Authentic History, where we talk about fictional stuff as though it's real.
Okay.
And we wanted to do one. We had been talking to Kate, E.K. Johnston, about it, and she had mentioned that she would love to guest on it for Celebration. And so we had to like come up with a fake name for her so she could be like essentially an anthropologist who studied the history of handmaidens and could like discuss at length as a very weird, circuitous way to promote her books. The lives of the handmaidens and what archaeological evidence has and has not been found, and like what we do and do not know about them. It was super duper fun. But
That's
the
brilliant.
best part is that
good.
we explain the conceit of the show up front, but then we're like, but once this explanation is over, like, we're in it, and it's as though this is all real. And poor Jason Fry wandered in like 15 minutes into it and just sat there making the most quizzical puppy dog faces, like he did not understand what was going on. And then at the end, he was like, I figured it out at about the 45-minute mark, but it was very, very funny.
Oh, that's amazing. I got. Is there any
That's
footage of
wonderful.
that? Is there any videos of that? I would love to see that.
I think we published it as an episode of Authentic History, but we don't have video of it.
I might have like 3 seconds right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
This is part of watching the live stream from your hotel room if you didn't get in.
Look at the feet. Look at the sock. Sock shot.
Shoes off.
There.
Pants
Pillow
up.
wipe.
Yeah.
We're chilling.
I forget even which panel that was, but it was one of the big ones. There's a sign in here that mentions this was part of an attempt at a Guinness World Record. And they
It's all
achieved
made
it.
of minifigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I forgot about that. That was amazing.
Super cool.
Oh yeah, look, there it is. 36,000 stormtrooper figures. Holy, look at that.
But also promoting,
It is- yeah.
Lego and their license, their Star Wars license.
Right.
That's amazing. Unbelievable. Oh, look at this.
It's from the 501st Party, and my Imperial Officer Tux and Fez.
It looks amazing. Oh my, yes, look at y'all.
There's the car.
There
How
we
many
go.
times have
what
y'all
this
ridden
ride
it
is gonna
now?
be.
We
Yeah, how-
recreate this picture all the time without even.
I was gonna say. Man, this is beautiful. I love this kind of walk to memory lane. This kind of because I didn't know y'all at this point, but come the next one, I knew y'all.
Yeah.
So Anaheim, SWCA.
Wow, look at this.
There we go.
Speak of the devil.
There's Jason Fry.
Also,
There he
y'all, when
is.
Jason Fry ever gives you a restaurant recommendation, you take it.
Okay.
You
That
book-
okay?
He has never steered me wrong. Ever.
I'm logging that away.
So what was it? What was the recommendation?
Yeah, what
Oh,
was
there
it?
have been a few. We went out for Italian with him at one thing, and then when we were in Rome, he sent me a message and was like, "Oh, here's my wife and I's favorite place in Rome," and I was like, "Cool, we're going." And we had an amazing like dinner and a show because the staff got in a fight while we were there. It was incredible, but the food
Holy
was the
shit.
best. It was like the best Italian experience you could ever hope for.
That's amazing.
And he's also just a fabulous gent.
Well, there was that night. I didn't show the video, but like he sat and talked with. It was like me, Pete, my buddy Eric, and we just sat around outside. It was the night of the Star Wars night in Anaheim, and like we just sat there and talked for literally like 45 minutes about Phantom Menace and about just. He looked at me. He goes, "What would you have done differently about the Rise of Skywalker?" I was like, "Oh my god! Like this is such a heavy like coming from you who wrote the book on the other ones. Like you wrote this, but you realize that like I would I would have recast Leia. Like what do I even say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would have actually said the word omen harness in the film. So yeah.
More Rhodians. That's all we need.
Yeah,
More
that's very true.
Rhodians.
Yeah.
Oh, this is okay.
Brian and my best friend Dawn at her show.
Is this
at
the print?
Her table at the art show.
Yeah.
That's her print right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
her
that's
anime print.
amazing.
A whole new one, of course, for Japan.
Yeah.
Yes, that's sweet. You helped her, Brian.
Holly did it most of the weekend. She'll do it again in Japan, but if
Okay.
Holly needs to tag out, then I'll probably drop in there again. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Oh, look, Kristen.
Those jerks.
Favor and Justin Bolger.
That's
They were
awesome.
both at Lucasfilm at the time. I think Justin's moved on to another gig.
No, Kristen, I'll never forget. Brian introduced me to Kristen Baver, but I was on a balcony. And I was completely dressed as Paul Stanley.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was like,
You're
look,
going to
there's
dinner,
Scotty J-Ro.
right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. He goes,
That's him right up there.
Yeah, and I'm like,
See, like 50 floors up right there? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's Scotty. Yeah.
She's a sweetheart, man. She's really nice. Oh, look,
Yes.
there it is.
Claire Bear.
There's
There's
Claire
sweet
Bear.
Claire.
And
Oh, is that what that is? I thought you were trying to use the force.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what kind of weird force
Is it
power.
board gullet? What's going on there?
They're not touching each other. They're being respectful.
Oh,
I
the floating
see.
hands.
See, they didn't get it either. I'm not the only ding dong.
Oh, this is a great one.
I don't know who that is.
This is such a marvelous, odd.
Look at this.
Oh, there's
tableau.
by the way, those people behind them I tried to interview and it went like they gave me nothing.
Horrible.
It went horrifically.
It's Bombad
So-
Inception.
Okay, it's my camera filming Jerry. Jerry's talking to my camera. I couldn't tell you who this is with their camera out. And then you took this photo, right?
Yes.
That's heavy. That's just heavy.
Oh, it's
Tom.
like
Spina and Rob.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's a cool mask.
They,
I'm not even kidding.
They did a few panels. I went to the one where they talked about some of the Jabba's palace creatures.
Yes.
Tom and Pablo just did that same panel for Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Tom in the picture with y'all. That was all. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Oh,
the
my
steak
first
bomb.
stop.
Good night, Bloom.
The best T-shirt was
Beautiful.
Disneyland before everything kicked off.
Mm-hmm. We did the same exact thing too. Yeah, that's what we saw, y'all. It was such a good. That was such a good like refresher for the entire thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. This is it.
And they also
Oh.
did they do both? This is the Cantina ones.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which now is two parts. There are two panels.
Okay.
Look at that.
They
That's
split it up
crazy.
and they just did Cabe, my darling.
Yes.
poor Ponda Baba.
Yeah,
was
that
decapitated.
now they're doing it. If you
Yeah.
happen to be at a con where they're at,
Mhm.
it's split so that the first panel is what they shot in London. The second panel is what they shot in LA, and they kind of
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I need to go to one of
It's
these.
very
I haven't
cool.
been to that one.
Did you know
Uh-oh.
Obi-Wan's 2 swipes, and then we only see Ponda Baba's arm on the floor?
He killed him. He axed his
Second
head.
swipe. But
Wow, I
that was
didn't-
too much.
He knocked his ass,
Wow.
like cut his head off. That's brutal.
Yeah. It was Dr. Evazan too. And he's just yeah.
So not blue jeans, leopard print blue jeans, baby.
Okay. Yeah.
You love those damn pants.
Ken would be proud. Absolutely.
This is amazing. Oh, there he is, Jerry.
Here's my boy.
Yes,
My boy. It's my
which
proto
Regal
boy.
Robot is now releasing as a maquette.
Yes, it is. Regal. Yes.
Ooh,
A day or two
okay.
ago. Just went online.
And is that
I
that's
gotta find my
Flashpoint.
Zhao Yaoza action figure. He's around here somewhere. for real.
That's Kirk Thatcher from the Muppets. He was,
Oh.
the guy in Star Trek 4 that reprised the role 30 years later.
Wow.
He was the punk on the bus.
Yeah.
that
Yes.
pinched. What was it? Picard season 3, I think he came back.
No way. I did not know that.
Yeah, that was a cool panel where they did like a really deep dive on stuff they found in the archives and
Look at this.
rare
Great
photos.
Beautiful.
That's another cool thing about Celebration is that it's an outlet for a lot of stuff you don't get in the books or in the DVD extras.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You'll find a lot of really, is esoteric the right word? Some really
I'd say
interesting.
so.
Oh, look at that. Oh my
Deep
god,
diving.
that's so cool. The names of everyone. Bird Lady. Bardo, Nicto, Ponte, Weeba. This is so cool. Yeah, this is. Oh, look, this is a great photo.
Look at those cute
This is-
kittens.
Here we are, and there's our dad. In
Me
the far
There he
left.
is.
Standing with Scott.
Yeah. Magnify. Enhance.
Who are you with back there?
I don't know.
Is that your other wife? What's
You
going on?
don't know her.
Hold on.
about
Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I just love this because it's like he's like, yeah, I didn't raise them, but I sure did make them happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can sit back from afar. The fruit of my not labor.
That's the Palpatine of Bombad cast back there. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, this is
Tori.
Me and Tori and Brian Young at Holly's
yay.
ILM panel.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Was that the one they were? Was that the one they were kind of like, "Hey, we need somebody," and you're like, "Okay."
No. They planned super far ahead. I
Okay.
had done for them a virtual press event a little while before for Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, and then when they were planning their celebration stuff, they went ahead and like reached out to me pretty early on, so I could host their panel, which was super fun. That whole team is so great. That's of course when they were still ILM X Lab. Now it's ILM Immersive.
Right.
Name change.
Chat will let
Oh
me
look.
post
This is
a
it.
link.
There's Holly.
In my super nerdy dress.
Oh yeah.
Because I made a dress. I found the key art for Cecil Slack, that main character there, who is voiced by Bobby Moynihan, and I made a fabric print out of it and just showed up to moderate their panel in my dress. And it was the funniest thing. They were like, "What is wrong with you?" And also, this is amazing.
So had this game came out yet? I don't remember. I don't think it did.
And it was about it had already. It came out in between when I did the press event in this, but it had not been out very long.
Yes, I played it. I love this game.
Yeah, the Oculus.
It's a fun game.
And I love it so much.
It's a fun game.
Oh, it's so
look.
fun.
Oh God,
These
don't
are-
even get me started. This is
These
cool.
are two different celebrations because obviously that's the 2019 for episode 1, and Attack of the Clones would have been 2022. But I just thought the two panoramas of all the lightsabers and the giant crowd was cool.
Almost a similar angle too, in the sense of like where you're
Yeah.
at, like location wise. Man, that's awesome. And it's obviously I'm excited for Japan. I was shocked to not see a 20th for Revenge of the Sith. Shocked.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
there it is.
the schedule stays fluid, so who knows?
Yeah, you never know. It might
Okay,
still
I
happen.
wasn't as Paul for this photo. I thought I was Paul. I'm wrong.
It's just, it looks like a
That's the
tabloid photo.
Look at this. This is
Scotty
amazing.
Jaro slumming it up at the Hilton.
Whose room is that?
Yeah, who is this guy? He's hanging a baby over the balcony.
He's staying with Paris Hilton.
Look at this. This is so cool.
Yeah,
God.
I think we're dead center, right? Did you center us up
Yeah.
in your picture?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's so beautiful. Like, I just remember how easy it was to just walk out and be at the convention, because in Orlando we did not have that luxury at all. Orlando was a different, in Chicago too. We stayed in Chinatown for Chicago.
I stayed a mile away. I walked a mile every day in Chicago to get to the convention
Here we
center.
go. Here's the most recent one.
Yeah.
Speaking of
more cool stuff from the, I guess that's from the archives.
Wow, look at that.
That's
just
really incredible.
It's cool that they let you get that close to this stuff. There's no like glass case to reflect anything, and you can't get a good picture. These are just out in the open.
Yeah.
It's insane. Oh, look at this. The Rhodian socks.
Yeah.
Those aren't me.
No, just another Rhodian admirer.
Come here, random person. Oh, look at this crew. I can see everyone here. Holy cow. Okay, I can see in this one image. Holly. Who's Holly? Who are you talking to right there?
That's Brenda Winerdy's wife.
Maggie. And then and of course you got Tori, you got Chase Hauser, then you've got Rebecca back here, then you got Gus, Sean, and Charlie. Oh, this is great.
That's a great
I love
pick.
this. Oh, I didn't get to see the full ad. I really wish I got to see one. They have never done a full ATST whenever I've been there.
Yeah,
that looks so good.
there are some really cool European builders, and so like they can't always make it over to the stateside ones to bring all their stuff because that's a shipping nightmare. So London had some stuff that we normally don't see.
Look at that. That's amazing. That's the bunker. Holy cow. Holy cow. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen this. Is this the stage they're all looking at? Is this the
yes. I think to the right. Well, yeah, everybody's looking to the right. Is the main platform.
Oh, this is so cool.
That's yeah.
Oh, this is sick.
1 sec.
I love the way that's lit.
Do that. What?
There's Clayton. What's it doing?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, this was
That was Brian's birthday party.
Yeah, landed.
Oh, okay.
So
this is also funny. So it's in the O2 Center. It was a restaurant / pubby thing. It's called the Slug and Lettuce. And so we booked it.
It's the most
not
British name
knowing
ever.
That like the style of place it is not like what you picture when you think of an English pub. It's literally like the kind of place that hosts bachelorette parties. Like there's a lot of glitter, there's a lot of boas. And the night that we were there,
like a Tarantino restaurant.
This was happening at the same time that Elton John was in residence. And so when we got there initially for our table seating, it was packed to the gills and everyone is like full feathers, full everything. It was amazing. But you could tell exactly when they opened the doors because the restaurant cleared out and it was like us and one other table of like 2 very sweet looking nanas. And it was
that's amazing.
But that was Brian's birthday in London.
That's so
beautiful.
sick. I love that.
super
Happy
fun.
birthday, Brian. Happy birthday, Brian.
Coming up.
Birthday, buddy.
No,
It's
Man.
a few weeks away.
36.
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. There's
Yeah.
Holly again.
That's the ILM immersive group
When it
again.
got ported to the PlayStation this time.
Yes. In prep for this panel, one of the days of the con, I was not at the con. I went over to the Sony offices to play the game on the Sony rig because I hadn't, and they wanted me to because they had really like plussed up a bunch of stuff. And I will tell you now and forever, I never want to play a game in front of its developers again. Never.
Oh, I couldn't even imagine. That had to feel like good
It
pressure.
was kind of funny because like I love to game, but I realize that I'm clearly like a very special and remedial baby in this regard. And also just I want to gawk at stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna run and gun. And I eventually like I had stopped and I had taken it off and they were like, you stared at a wall for like 4 minutes. And I'm like, did you see that wall? It's really cool.
Yeah.
So immersive.
They're like, we literally gave up a day at the con to take your ass over to the Sony offices when they were closed and we had to get them to open to watch you like try to touch flowers. It was like
That's
they
amazing.
were super nice. They did not say any of that. They were more like, we didn't realize people did this. And I'm like, I'm not the only one, I assure you.
That was
Oh, I
Matt Wood
love
again
that.
on the
Yeah,
far
so
left.
that's Matt Wood on the
Oh yeah, the
left.
general.
Jacob Flynn in the center, who is a sweetheart, and it was his mom's birthday that day, so I made the room sing happy birthday.
Actually, that's Michael Medell
Oh,
on the
hey.
far left.
And then
Matt Wood lied to us at our table. He said that he was not going to go because it wasn't in California. I just want to make that
He
known
did
right now.
go.
He
And
did.
then Ronman on
Come on,
the
Matt.
right, who is an amazing guy that works for ILM Immersive. Like those are just people that are smarter than the rest of us put together.
Oh, I can't. And it's so funny. Like, I know in Japan, it's going to be a little bit tighter because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Japanese people there in the sense of people are not. I hope there's going to be as many travelers as it was for obviously Europe. And of course, the States, it's nothing but people that we know. But I think we're going to be a little bit more of a tight knit group. Like, I'm hoping to see y'all a lot more this time because of that. And like,
Not trying to meet up with Scotty.
oh, okay, never mind.
Are you kidding? We're gonna drink New Orleans style.
Yeah,
Look
baby.
at this.
You guys want to skip the whole thing? Come to my kid's birthday party? Come on, just do it. Yeah, come on.
Oh, that's the all in the march in the
Oh, there we are.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
nice.
Ferrex.
Yes, the Ferrex
Daughters of
outfits.
Ferrex.
Listen, I'm going so hard in my Daughters of Ferrex phase, right? I want to
Yeah.
swing bricks and be a
Hell yeah.
bossy middle-aged lady. And we met this amazing Dead Ramiro cosplayer, Elizabeth, who posts, I believe, as mara.jade.skywalkers on Instagram. And she was wonderful.
Wow.
And we had so much fun with her, and I love her desperately. And we're planning to see her in Japan.
Oh, that's great. It's so cool because I just watched this scene and I forgot how they dragged her ass like through the square. That shit was nuts.
Yeah,
I was like, I
yeah.
forgot how intense that was.
And she was so completely game to just throw herself on the floor while we
That
dragged
nice
her
white.
around.
That's like, because you know if
she's like,
Yeah,
I
she's
know.
spectacular.
So I got to ask you this, just from a cosplay point of view, costuming point of view. When you collaborate with Tori, did one of y'all make these outfits because they could be perfectly in sync, or was it like y'all
I
both
did.
worked on it? Okay, I didn't know if it was one of those like she remotely did hers and you did yours.
No, I did them. It was just one of those things of like, oh, I'll just put some together and we'll have them on hand. And it was
Would you say this is an easier one compared to the ones you've done before?
yes and no. It's the way those ponchos are put together is super weird. It's got like multiple pieces that are layered. You can't really see it from this angle, but like it doesn't make sense if you've made a poncho before. That's a very basic garment, but that one has like weird 2-piece angles and one that sits up underneath the other one.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and it's a huge. You're working with huge pieces of fabric, so that makes it a little daunting. But it's always easier to do something that's all stitching for me. I can get something like that out versus like having to sculpt foam or like build something out. So
That's amazing. I've always wanted to try it, but I never have. But this is just a brilliant idea. I love this. Oh, look at this. There she is again. Oh, rip, man. This makes me sad.
This is the big Disney Parks panel where they talk about how they've implemented Star Wars across everything. So the cruise ships, the parks. It was on the celebration stage, right?
Yeah, that's the
live
big one.
stream, I'm going to put another link in chat. I don't know if it'll let me. But the Star Wars channel on YouTube has archived a lot of the live streams. And this one is there, the full panel. But there's a neat sizzle reel at the beginning. And then, of course, she talks about Wani a lot from the Star Cruiser.
As you should.
But there's 3 Imagineering people and Matt Martin from the Story Group up there on stage. Because his focus is the integration with the parks, right?
I mean, that's one of the things he does. That was Asa Kalama and Scott Trowbridge and Ann Mara Johnston, who has since left Disney. Talking about Star Warsy things.
God, so at this point, the Galactic Star Cruiser was still up and running. This is before man, that's a shame. Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say that's been just last year, right? It
look at this.
Super fun panel to do. We got to.
You've been up on that situation, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry went up there. You've been on the stage.
I've been on the stage. Yeah. I've been known to rock the stage.
Oh yeah,
cool. Look at that.
Yeah. We got to. Yeah, I forgot. That was an interesting day for sure.
Oh, look, here we go.
Oh, this was
picking up in Galaxy's Edge, in kind of its, a little bit down slope where it's a little bit more of a retro time, but in such a loving way. And we've had it actually because we've developed it so much. We've been able to include it in a lot of storytelling across many different areas. It's had its own series of novels and comic books. There's 2 novels right there.
Okay, does that make you nervous, Holly? Like, does it still kind of just being able to present and talk to them and host those kind of things?
I'm more nervous now watching playback than I ever would be at it.
No way. That's a beautiful thing, though.
And I told
That's
a
awesome,
story backstage that I'm sure will get me banned from ever talking to an Imagineer again. At their prompting.
Right.
Because I was
we
like,
could talk about this in
I'm
Japan.
not going to say all of this. It's quite filthy. And they were like, no, do it. And I did it. Now I'm sure they're like, not Hollywood.
Blacklisted.
Now the Disney Secret Service definitely stepped in after that.
This is so
they were
cool.
wonderful to work with.
Oh, I couldn't imagine.
That whole team was super nice. It was actually great because there was a bit at the beginning of it where they kind of staged it I don't remember the conceit. It was something like, Trowbridge had a hit out on him and the Mandalorian was coming to get him. And so they had a Mando there with Baby Grogu. And I think they were basically just announcing hey, this character will be in the parks. But the person in the Mando suit was from Disneyland Paris, meaning he was French and did not speak any English. So rehearsal had a whole interpreter there for the whole thing. Because the actual lines of dialogue were recorded, but it was very it just took me by surprise. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that.
That's amazing. Oh, see, I love these kind of stories. This is the kind of stuff when it comes down to it, I know we have Kara DJ, who we talked about earlier, but that's our goal, is to archive this kind of memories and moments and experiences. And I can't thank you enough for coming on here, spending a lot of time just hanging out with and sharing y'all stories, because this is what it is,
Yeah.
and everyone that goes leaves with the story, no matter what.
Yeah. Like many people have said before, celebration is a celebration.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
let's go make more.
Yeah.
I see y'all in a month.
Let's leave Japan with a story that makes it where we can't go back to Japan. Let's do that.
Yes. I'm not kidding. Y'all don't realize it, but I'm gonna lose my mind. My plan is
terrified.
And
I feel like, Scotty, you will appreciate this level of terror, and you might share it with me once I say this. Right. One, I am always panicky anytime I go to a country where tipping is not cool, because over tipping is half my personality. That's that's the only way I know to communicate love. But the other thing is that you just have to be polite and quiet, and that's a problem.
Yep.
Not Holly Fry.
You've got to be quiet. We've been taking Japanese lessons.
Scotty's the quietest person I know, honestly.
I've been literally, this is my notes for
look
the
how
lessons
good you
taking.
are.
So all that being said, though, when it comes to it, all the etiquettes, when you take things from someone, you take it with two hands. You pass things with two hands.
Yeah.
You don't use the word no. I was told you do this. That's all you do. You do this and you shake your head.
You do a Wonder Woman?
You can do a Wonder Woman. Yeah. Yes.
You don't spin around though. Yeah, you just stay in one place.
Are you sure?
But yes,
you can
I literally
if you want to.
So
I think
the person who's giving me private lessons, it's me, Trey, Noah, and my buddy Chase. And I know you've probably met Trey and Noah. He was in Europe. The lady who's giving us private lessons she was stationed in Japan for 6 years. So she lives in Okinawa for 6 years. So she's just been telling us all of the things, how to say good morning, all of it. Yeah, no, I am going to struggle, because I know once the sake hits my bloodstream, it's done.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
I got a couple videos from Star Wars Celebration Chicago 2 and stuff that you can do it. I believe in you, but I am worried for you.
It makes me nervous, but I'm gonna get trapped.
You might be extradited.
I also fear that the whole time Brian's gonna think I'm sick if I'm well behaved. He'll be like, "You're very subdued. Are you running a fever? What's going on?"
Baby, you okay? Look, when you're someone up, yeah. So I agree. I'm gonna do my best to be respectful. And I know no tipping is gonna suck for you. I get that. I understand. It's weird, but that's how they work.
We'll keep some Rainbow Mountain coffee on hand to just sober you up quick, Scotty.
I know. I'm gonna send Jerry some back. That's the only thing I'm gonna send him. That and a big action figure.
I was gonna say, anybody finds any cute little Pokemon stuff, I know my 8-year-old.
Perfect.
Yeah,
we will. Me and Brian have already planned on this. Is no joke. And Holly, sorry if you're finding this out for the first time, but Brian and I plan on buying stuff in Japan and then pay both him and I splitting the shipping to have it go back to the USA, and then he's going to send me the rest of whatever we sent in that package back to my house. So it's a scheme. It's a scheme.
I mean, that's if it doesn't fit in my Russian nesting suitcases.
Yeah. Oh, there's that too.
Right? You pack the smallest one, you put it inside 2 bigger ones.
Yep.
And then you have 3 pieces to come back with.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Listen, I have medallion status. I don't pay for that biz. Like we're
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay, Holly. Okay.
You fly more than you've ever spoken to us. You know, your own two
I
sons.
do it all the time. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
No, but seriously, thank y'all so much for stopping by. We're gonna
Thank you, guys.
highlight a couple of people's email submissions. We're gonna call it a night. We've been going for almost 3 hours. This is a long Bombad cast. We haven't done this in a long time. But seriously, thank y'all so much. I can't wait to see y'all in less than a month. It's gonna be beautiful.
Wow. Yeah.
And
I
then
know.
Jerry's gonna come to Atlanta and he's gonna get to see the cantina.
I was gonna say I gotta go down there and I gotta get Cabes. I gotta go.
You do have to hit
Gotta go to
Cabes.
Caves. We're gonna do it big.
Menu updates, some exciting things.
Some
are
call me G Cabes, you know. So I gotta hit Cabes.
G
So.
Caves, go to Caves. No, but thank y'all again. And yeah, we'll see you very soon.
Stay Bombad.
Later.
Love you both very much. Bye, Mom and Dad.
Love you guys.
Bye, Mom and
Bye, Mom. Bye,
Bye,
Dad.
kids. You behave, y'all here.
Okay, I'm gonna get in bed real soon.
Trouble these children.
I'm so glad they could stop by. That was beautiful.
Some of my favorite people of all time.
So
sincerely.
to wrap this up, we do have a few submissions that we got on Blue Sky and through our emails, and this is one of the ones. And speaking of Brian was actually the one that submitted this. So he said, "Look, here we go. This
Hi,
was I
Brian.
think on the toy line. It says instantly win Summer Celebration
Whoa.
5, 2 Celebration VIP tickets, Orlando, Florida, 2010." Before the acquisition, before all of it changed. So yeah.
Oh my god.
I had to make a 2010s in Orlando because I did win these tickets. Damn, that's a pretty cool thing to see on packaging, though. Who is that of? Is that Nub? Like I can't tell who that is. That's a weird. You see the
You're
figure?
talking about the guy up there? Oh, the figure behind it. I think you're talking about like Boba Fett on the sticker, and
Who's that?
I was about to
Fett?
say we have been on for too long. We are melting. No, it's like is that 10 num or something?
Couldn't tell you.
It was a 9 num, 10 num, 9 num.
Next one.
11 num.
This is crazy. I don't know if this is real. Is this real? Chris in the chat has to verify. Says forever a top SWC moment was when I won a chance from Jidon Giant to have my likeness immortalized as a Jedi at SWC 2002.
This is an
real?
awesome picture. This is chat. Is this real?
For real? I don't know if he's playing a joke. Like I need
No.
another picture of this.
Did you know
this is real?
I think it is sincere. I think this is sincere. And I love it, honestly.
I can't believe this. Like, Chris, you have to verify.
Chris, it looks really good. Yeah, Chris, we need you like to have this Jedi on with you, like on Broaxium or something.
Look, I need to show it. I thought it was on the screen.
Saying
I'm
it's for real.
sorry.
I believe it. Chris Ryans never tells a lie.
No. I know
Chris
he doesn't
Ryans
lie.
never lies.
But like, does he have this at his house? Like, what? Where is this at? This would
It's
be
gotta
like,
be.
I would carry this around like my life. Like, look at it, y'all.
I would wear that like a Catholic medallion or something like. You know what I mean?
It's an amazing bust. Like, this is
Yeah,
so incredible.
beautiful.
I'm looking at it right now. Chris, you're gonna send me a text. You have my number. Send a selfie
Send
with
us
it,
a pic.
Chris.
Send us a pic, boy. Send us a pic. Come on.
This
let's
next one,
get
I
this.
love this one. Sweet Bombad Daniel. By the way, I have something to not reveal here, but Bombad Daniel and I DM, and Jerry knows about something very secret that I'm going to share at Star Wars Celebration.
Yes.
You know who else knows? I had to let them in on the secret. That's right.
Oh, it's our boy.
It's our boy. He has
Our
he
baby
actually
boy?
he holds the atomic key at this moment of like my
Yeah,
big
he really
secret.
does. He truly
you
does.
and my boy Bombad Daniel. So
yeah,
look at the Sky Talkers, how beautiful.
Look at
I
that.
love it.
Look at that.
Yes, Gus and Noah. I love this so much. Me and Bombad Daniel. And then look, there it is. I think Katie took this picture, if I'm not mistaken, didn't she?
She did. She did.
That's amazing. How awesome.
Yeah.
Look at Trey's shirt. That shirt always makes me laugh, man. That's amazing.
Every time me and you both have a picture with him, and we're both on the side that we are on the shirt. You know,
So good. Look at sweet Bombad. I love Bombad Daniel. It's so awesome. I wish he was coming to Japan.
What a
So
sweetheart.
Michael's looking like a stud. Yeah, no, Bombad Daniel said meeting some amazing people, and that's true. That's a beautiful thing.
It is gorgeous.
This next one, I don't know who this is. They actually
we had a lot of people just like kind of like latching under our post and you know, sharing their memories. It was beautiful. I love it.
It was beautiful. For me, it'll always be Chicago 29. It was our first and one that we'll never forget. Nothing truly like a shared energy of Magic Celebration. Since then, we've been to Anaheim, London, and we'll be in Tokyo. So I got to meet this person. That's dope.
Awesome.
That's dope. I love it.
Yeah. No, hit Scotty up. Go to Scotty's panel. Hit him up. Sincerely.
That's right. Please. This one's also cool. It's like these are people we don't know, which is very rare for Bombadcast. We have our crew. You know, we've got people that watch
we got the regulars.
religiously.
We get the Bombad regulars.
We do.
One more shout out to Bloom. I know she went to bed, but yeah. Good to have you in. And
Nathan as well. Look at this. Chris just sent me a photo with it. This is real. I'm going to show this in a second. Chris, this is incredible. Okay, anyway, look, this is a great SWC 19. But look at this in 2022. This is a cool couple. Like, I love this. I don't know who these people are, but they're in the full outfits. This is probably
beautiful.
Star Wars After Dark.
It is beautiful.
Oh, I love it. Oh, and this one was crazy. This is the craziest one yet. I was not expecting E.K. Johnston to be someone who quotes me in a Bombadcast.
Right.
The author of Ahsoka. She said, Celebration 2017.
I mean, she is friends with
emotional.
Mom. She is friends with Mom. You know,
that's
so,
true.
You know, yeah.
Wide variety of reasons for this moment. I will live in my heart forever. But yeah, look, there's EK with the book, and there's Ashley Eckstein down there, and Dave, and the whole cosplayers being Ahsoka. Like, it's actually kind of incredible. I don't know. What a weird thing. And she said this 2017 was emotional and for a wide variety of reasons, but this moment will live in my heart forever. I mean, yeah.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
At that point, we didn't know if Ahsoka was live or not. I forgot about that. That was a big deal.
Yeah. It was huge.
This one, I have no idea. This one is one of the ones where I'm just like, where did this come from? That time Simon stopped my heart.
Do you mind if I film you, Jay?
No, yeah, of course, yeah.
This is the builder of this magnificence. This is definitely the way.
Let's see, hold on.
Joey here has made the coolest thing I've seen. Do you mind if I film you, Jay?
I think Simon was Simon one of the Mandalorians that stormed the hallway with Bo-Katan? Pretty sure that was it.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly.
I believe so. Yeah, that's really cool.
That's really cool. And look, we also got some email submissions as well that we're going to go through and show. This one, we already saw Ken's. This one's pretty cool. This one is from Becca Benjamin. Becca said this, happy Wednesday. Hope you're both doing well. Star Wars Celebration memories are some of the best treasures of any Star Wars fan. I'm no different. That said, I have many, LOL. But time is precious. I understand that there are more than just my memories to share. That said, I'll keep it short and sweet. Meeting Dave Filoni with my son.
Sorry, Axe-Woves is who he was.
Okay.
Thank you, Brennan.
Meeting Dave Filoni with my son, who was only 8 years old at the time, SWC 2010. My voice echoed in nearly empty hall as I said, "Hey, that's Dave Filoni." He turned around and took time. Oh, that was 2010, so he had barely been doing Star Wars at that point.
Yeah,
that's amazing. This is a good one. Meeting Vanessa Marshall at Star Wars Celebration 2017. Brought her Tim Hortons K-Cups and forgot to meet them at the meet and greet panel. As the Force would have it, we randomly bumped into each other outside the hotel, and thank the Force, I had K-Cups with me then. We've been friends ever since. That's awesome.
Right.
And then she said, this is a good one. I was at this one. Sharing the fan stage with Ann Convery in 2012 to talk Ahsoka Tano. And of course, Scotty gifting us both the Dave Ahsoka shirts, which I have a picture of that, actually. I can get that pulled up again. That's the one where I showed her singing Dave. Did that during Podathon 2021.
Right.
Yes, Podathon 2021. And then I met her in person and gave her a shirt. Ann Convery of the Singing Dave. That's incredible. Well, I got to find that picture real quick. Man, this has been such a good stream, Jerry.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. Sharing these memories has been freaking amazing.
It's been a long time, and we've gone really long and stuff like that. So thank you guys for holding on with us.
Yes.
Out there. But yeah, no, this is I long to go to one of these things again and honestly, like, not even go to like any, like, I always like feel like I miss things when I go to like big events, right? I always it's like, I feel like I'm balancing my time, especially in 2022. I felt like I was balancing my time between trying to get like events in while also spending time with you guys, with the people, you know, that I had met, that I wanted to be with them, you know, more of the time. And I would, I mean, that's almost like all I really want to do.
That's
at
it.
these things anymore. Is like not even go to any events or pay for anything. I just go and like sit at the bar at the end of the night. Like go to the panels during the day, do all that kind of stuff, like hang out and stuff, but just go to the bars and stuff at night and just like sit and just talk. Is honestly what I love about these things. It's that social, it's that church aspect that they're talking, it's that fellowship after church aspect of things that Alden was talking about earlier.
See, I agree with all that, but this is also one big thing for me. It's the being able to meet people that you never met before, you know? And like that's his Dave Filoni's wife, and I gifted her this stupid shirt of the Singing Dave meme that Charlie helped me design. And like it's so dumb. It's so dumb. But like I gave her that shirt. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a moment I'll never forget. And like, who's to say she went up? And you know, it's funny. I made one for Becca as well. Made one for myself, and I made one for John Favreau and Dave Filoni. I'm hoping there's a day that we see one of those.
Like
fuckers
see John like
in
wearing the
this
like Favreau just wearing like that shit, man.
that would. I think I would probably have the most out of body experience of my entire life.
Right.
Just he's wearing the Singing Dave, you know, and she rocked that shit, man. And Becca wore it. She wears it on live streams on our show. So I don't know. I went and got those shirts printed. It cost me like $150. I got those shirts printed the day before we left. Made my wife drive to Hammond, Louisiana to get that shit printed. Fucking crazy.
That's how you know. That's how you know it's legit.
Yep.
Yeah, they went
it's
to
legit.
Hammond.
And I love those moments. Or like when Brian gifted us the books. Like
the
books,
books,
a great moment.
Yeah, it was wonderful. There's just I don't know, like my sincerest, like best moments. It is again, it's those moments where you're sitting down with these people that you've met through this and just connecting.
It's pinch me.
And
it's all pinch
talking,
me.
but yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, and I was gonna bring this up earlier and I haven't, and we might have to do another one of these, Scotty, like before Celebration or something, because we've got a lot of people saying, let me in. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do that because me and Scotty have to go to work. I have to go to work at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I am not going to get maybe 3 hours of sleep, guys. I love you. I want to say we can, but we're probably going to have to do another one just because the love is so much, right?
It is.
But we've got I don't know, like something I wanted to talk about earlier, and this is kind of sad. It's like I always have like a good cry when I get back for something. Mainly in like mainly you have the coming back to reality and stuff. There's been twice. I think it might have been once for your wedding and once for Celebration 2022. So 2022 and then 2023 at your wedding. I got when you get back from these events and stuff, I just had a good cry in my car and stuff like that. Just because you the emotion of I got to see my people again and things like that, and it is energizing, but it is just it's this beautiful thing of man, you wish that you could be together all the time, know? And there not a day goes by that I don't at least see texts from Scotty.
Yes.
I might not say as much in those chats, but it's different when you're in the same room.
It is.
It's a different feel and
it's magical.
It's special. It's very magical.
Truly magical.
So if you've ever been on the fence to go into one of these things and you really sincerely, if you can make it work, do it. Because it will change your life. It will change.
It will truly. And it's funny. I spend so much time talking to you, but if it wasn't for the event years ago, it wasn't for Katie being a kind person saying, "Hey, come walk with us." This podcast,
in Ewoks, right?
I hate to say it in something like this guy, but half the space wouldn't exist. It just wouldn't. You know what I mean? It wouldn't
absolutely.
If it wasn't for just the kindness of Katie saying, "Hey, over here," the Bombadcast would be a void that someone else would be filling right now. And it's it's not the case. And we've just had Brian and Holly share their love of it. Ken and Alden and Michael and Jared, and like it's just been so special. And like and Andy, like, but look, here we go. Look at this. Legit. There he is with it right there. That's
look, look at that.
selfie. He's our angel.
Chris,
Look, he's got a halo.
you need to start. You just like fuck Lucasfilm. Just start selling that shit, man. Just selling that shit through Broaxium Outpost.
Get a 3D
man.
scan.
I want to get one of those from Broaxium Outpost and just like hang it. I want to make a medallion out of that. I want to wear Jedi Ryons like around my neck. Sincerely.
So we got two more we got to show. Eli, who wanted to come on screen, but Eli, I love you, baby. I'm tired. I don't know if you can tell my voice.
I don't know if you can see.
We're at 3 hours and 5 minutes at this point.
It's
a long time for us.
Delirious. We're at delirium levels.
We are.
Point.
But he said this. Jacob and I were just graduating high school. We were thrilled with meeting our new internet friends at the real first Star Wars celebration. I had been to Anaheim in 2015, but it was only for a day, and I didn't really know what I was doing, so I didn't really count that. We were only able to go Saturday and Sunday, but it was sensational. Two of the best days of my life. We were lucky enough to go to the Try of the Force, Pink Milk, and Father Son Galaxy podcast. Jacob got his copy of Blood on autograph by Claudia Gray, and I went to Broaxium meetup.
Awesome.
We got to talk to so many incredible people, including you two, and made so many unforgettable memories, which may or may not have been accidentally riding in a storage elevator at Anaheim Convention Center. Whoops. Anyway, here are some photos. Jacob, Eli DeVore, Meg Dalmondum watching the Pink Milk panel, including some other faces. Oh yeah, look at this.
Oh, that
there's Jerry.
I was like,
Trey.
there's me and Trey, me and Trunt, right there in the
look
front
at this.
row.
Hold on, I'm gonna scoot over. Look at y'all, and over here
me
is
and Trank.
Look, there's Trank, and you can see Alex and Molly over there. You can
and there's
see
Schmalden.
I think I saw Gus in a different frame, but yeah, like that's amazing.
Yeah, Goose is right there at the end. He's right there at the end.
Ooh, my stuff is freaking out. Hold on, Eli's photos are for some reason in high quality. It's very strange. I can't.
It's throwing me off. Sorry,
yes.
we love you, Eli.
Look
there
at
he
this.
is.
Look at this.
Look at him.
Our little sweet boy. Look how happy I was. I couldn't believe it. This went straight to Jared though.
I do this thing all the time. This is my nerve. This is not nervous. It's just like this is what I do in photos. Like, hey, I'm with this person.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, yeah. I love it.
Look how we're both doing that, actually. Okay, I love that we do that.
Look at this one. This is the Davids. Look at Eli.
Oh,
stud. This is great.
About to drop the dopest album of all time right there. Look at that. Yeah.
Dude, look at this image. This is crazy. The TIE pilots.
It's insane. I had a similar one of all the Ray cosplays.
Oh, yes.
In Anaheim or in Chicago.
Oh, this is cool. Eli, these are great, dude.
Those are fantastic, Eli.
Man, I can't believe that. I mean, you gotta think, imagine being like about to graduate high school and like you met all these people you met online, and that's a beautiful. I couldn't even imagine. Because like in high school, I couldn't fathom being back in love with Star Wars at that point.
No.
You know,
in high school, if I was meeting anyone who I'd met online, I think that I probably would have been in a bad way.
Yeah,
like at the time, like it would not have ended as well as it did for Eli. So
he would have been like To Catch a Predator.
Yeah,
anyway,
no, absolutely.
Brennan Marr, our last submission of the whole entire time.
Debate.
Here's some of the pictures at Star Wars Celebration 2022. It was my very first celebration, the first time I attended a convention since I was a kid. In case you can't tell, I'm dressed up as an Imperial troop transport. I got to meet Ken Knapsack, Joseph Scrimshaw, Alex and Molly Damon, in case you can't tell who they are. And the picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting Darth Maul is signed by Sam Witwer. The rest should be pretty self-explanatory. Oh, look at this. There's the Imperial troop transport. That's incredible.
Brennan.
That's sick.
That is awesome.
I love that. That's amazing. That's great because Brennan lives in California. For those that do not know.
Yeah,
Brennan's local. Look at this. Him and the
Where's his
Damon.
address?
That's awesome.
I'm joking, Brennan. I'm
Look,
sorry.
he's got the belt. He's got the belt. Yes.
Hell
Incredible.
yes.
Oh, I love this. And look, there's Joseph in the background.
Yeah. This is Anaheim, right? Right.
Anaheim.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. There's the Thursday.
I'm sad that we didn't get to meet, Brennan. I'm sad that we didn't get to meet.
That unbelievable that we crossed.
It's another one of those things where like you meet all these people. Like I was like within arm's reach of people that I love now in Chicago.
Yeah,
that I got to see there, and then like now, like I love Brennan. Brennan is like one of the most fantastic people in the space,
sweetest people in the world.
Like we just like it's just like to be in such close proximity to all these people at that time, you know, and like just not know that you're gonna love that person,
It's
kind of a thing,
amazing.
you know.
That's
like
what that's the whole point
It's
of
a
this,
weird
though.
but awesome feeling. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, look at
That's why you keep
this.
going back. Look at that.
Oh,
That's
man.
incredible.
How awesome is that? Katie Sackhoff was so nice. I saw her going into our hotel, and I was like, Katie. She's like, hey. I'm like, God, you're so beautiful. I said, I just didn't expect you to be this pretty in person. I literally said that to her. She goes, oh, thank you so much. I said, can we get a picture? She goes, contractually, I can't. I'm like, that's completely fine. I said, it's so nice to meet you. But she was so pretty in person. I think it was this exact same day. She was gorgeous. But look at the Sam Witwer sign
cool.
print. Oh, it's so freaking awesome.
That's so cool.
Man, this
I
is
love
so
that.
cool. Yes, Giancarlo. Yes. How amazing is that? That's amazing. I have never
Brennan
done
coming
an
out with like
actual...
all of the like the entire cast of the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
right there.
literally.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a great live stream, y'all.
Thank you guys
Not
for
much more I
sharing.
can say. This is a hell of a night. I'm going to sleep good after this. This has got me so excited.
I'm gonna
for-
sleep
for
like 3
Japan.
hours, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be
Yeah,
fine.
You got your family showing up.
I got my
tomorrow?
my folks are coming up from Arkansas tomorrow, so you know I'm gonna have all hands on deck, you know, for the night. I'm gonna go watch that new Looney Tunes movie with my kiddo. It's gonna be a great night.
That'll be fun.
So,
Well,
yes.
Jerry, I love
But
you.
this has
Next
been
week,
great.
amazing. This makes me feel so nostalgic. I'm gonna like lay in bed and just talk to Katie about this for the rest of the night too.
I know.
But sorry, Jacob. I'm sorry, Eli. I'm sorry, Brennan, that y'all couldn't come on.
Hey,
I'm white.
We'll do something else. I was gonna say like we'll do another
mhm.
like celebration, maybe like a recap after Scotty gets back
Japan.
from Japan or something.
Mhm.
You know,
Andor will be starting. Then we'll have to figure. We'll get on a phone call next
we're gonna
week.
we're
and
gonna have
figure
a
that
lot
shit
of
out.
gonna have a lot of stuff going on.
So next week we're going to be doing a cross stream with Nerd Academy podcast and us.
Yes, we are.
And we will be playing some sort of book. I don't know. I'm getting my teeth whitened that day. That's all I
reading,
know.
maybe.
We were reading.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know
couldn't tell
Jared knew how to read. You know what I mean?
Anyway, I love you very much. I am wiped. I hope you have a great night, Jerry. Jerry, what should everyone do to wipe in this night? What should everyone do?
Have a nice glass of warm milk and go the fuck to bed and stay. Oh, go see Scotty's. Go to Scotty's panel. Go to Scotty's panel. Go to Scotty's panel.
And what else?
Stay Bombad. Stay Bombad.
Did you say impossible? Pasquale? Only kidding, Jackie. I've changed my tune because I finally thought of a possible dream that we can all share.
What is it? Pasquale?
It's a dream about a world when nobody is poor or sick or hungry.
Oh, now that's a dream we can make come true.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right.
As I point up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind.
I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? Alzheimer's disregard, a broken bottle top,
And a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no
bit.